smoke I see?
Give me some, give me some,
CJ on 32s and you rocking out with
The life of Jerry Bear, man.
The real Nova 797.
TK's Garage.
You doing a budget, man? If you rock with me, you need to rock with Free Smoke, baby.
Mess with Free Smoke heavy.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy CashApp.
Beauty 392B.
Make sure y'all doing a Free Smoke.
Hey man, say man, hey man, the boy man reps for real, man.
free smoke, free smoke, hey, free smoke, free smoke.
And you're watching Free Smoke.
Are you watching Free Smoke?
Free Smoke.
Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke.
Rocking with Free Smoke, man. Make sure y'all subscribe.
To the latest podcast on YouTube, Free Smoke.
Make sure y'all tune in to the Free Smoke family,
Free
man.
Smoke. Yeah!
Ooh, yo, we in the building. What's going on, man? Yo, welcome to another
Today is the day.
Smoke live show, man. I'm your boy FaTKaT. We got Modern Day Muscle, man. Hey, Garage Driven, unfortunately, cannot be with us tonight, at least on the live, man. He's gonna be in the comment section. He had, if y'all don't know, man, he works overnight, man. And you know what I'm saying, he had to go make sure that you know what I'm saying, he got to go get that bag, you know what I'm saying? So he couldn't be here with us tonight, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's with us in the comment section. So unfortunately, you just have myself and Modern Day Muscle, but it doesn't even matter, man, because yo, come on, man, y'all not here for us anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all here for one of the most legendary people that we have on the social media platform, man. You know what I'm saying? Normally I go through this whole spiel and all this other stuff and waste about 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. I'm not doing that today because we want to actually, man, we want to make sure we have as much time as possible with this individual, man. So I will say, man, like I said, normally I go through the comments and salute everybody. And bro, I hope y'all understand, man. You know what I'm saying? That I don't want to waste any time, man, and just have them in the background, man. So salute to everybody in the comment section. We see you. Trust me, we see you. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that was here early, we appreciate you as well. But yo, come on, man. We got to bring them to the stage right now. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all not here to see us anyway. But yo, man, this if there's ever a blessing, man, you know what I'm saying, when it's come to this show, man, this is it, right? We've already had a couple big time, you know what I'm saying, blessings come through our show, man, and we've had, you know what I'm saying, a good little run as far as how early on we are in this show. But yo, this right here, man, is like cementing the fact that yo, we must be doing something right and we're on the right path, you know what I'm saying? Because for an individual like this, so first of all, we know who we are. Second of all, just say, yo, I'll come rock with you on the show. Hands down, man, that's all I need to know, that yo, first of all, that's a blessing, and second of all, we must be on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So yo, without further ado, like I said, man, y'all not here to see us, man. Yo, man, let's go to bring him in because, God, man, yo, if y'all, first of all, if y'all have not shared this live yet, share it.
Y'all need to go share it. Share
this live right now, man, because I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be.
And put in the comments, legendary. Everybody say legendary. Put that in the comments right now, legendary.
And top of the moop, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all know who we're talking about, come on, man, y'all should already know right now. And if y'all are Big G Squad, then y'all definitely know who this is. Yo, come on, man. Let's introduce one time. Everybody put your hands together, man, for the one and only tall guy, Corey Views, man. What is going on, sir? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Hey, again, man, I know you heard everything we said back there, but hey, while you were backstage, but hey, for real, we appreciate the fact that you came through rocking with us, because we know that you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? We know that your time is valuable. We know that you out and about, always grinding, literally, you know what I'm saying? You stay moving and grooving. So we appreciate the fact that you took a little time out and came to rock with the Free Smoke, man. We greatly appreciate that. Salute to you.
Appreciate y'all, man. Salute to y'all, brother. Y'all doing something big. Some top of the move, brother.
I'll take that. I'll take that. We top of the move.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, y'all show top of the move love. Y'all top of the move positive, man. Y'all top of the move stand-up individuals. From what I can see, you know what I'm saying? So it's only right. You know what I mean? Anytime I get an opportunity to give somebody a hand, I'm always going to do it. Definitely if I see they stand-up individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we greatly appreciate that, man.
But
yo,
today,
let's go to get into it.
No, go ahead.
No, let's go to.
Before I said that, you know, when somebody is doing something, it's good to publicly show them. You know what I'm saying? So this is me extending that olive branch. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot behind the scenes a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a person that retains, and I want to gather a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I usually see from the back door. You know what I mean? I do my watching. I do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, observing.
If I've ever clicked on some of one of y'all videos, man, I've never heard y'all down talking to nobody. I've only heard y'all showing love, giving love, you know what I'm saying, and paying homage and respect. So this is me extending the olive branch, man. But go ahead, man.
Hey, we appreciate that, man.
Appreciate
for sure.
that,
like
man.
I said,
Appreciate
and like I said, we don't take it for granted because we know what, you know what I'm saying, time is money. Your time is valuable. So, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know, it's all good and dandy for people to say that, but for you to actually do it, like I said, we respect that and we acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we greatly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But yo, the first thing we're gonna do, man, like I said, like we do with all our guests, man, we gotta go ahead and do it like we do with all our guests. For those people that don't know, for whatever reason, if they've been under a rock for the last 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Without giving them too much all at once, man. But yo, tell everyone who is and what is Tall Guy Car Reviews.
Man, I'm an average dude, lucky dude that just got lucky and slid through the cracks. I'm just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a subscriber too. You know what I mean? I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also a subscriber. So long before I was a YouTuber, I was a subscriber. I like cars. You know what I'm saying? I like living life. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like the finer things, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I've had to grind from the bottom to get to where I'm at today. And yeah, man, I'm just in a blessed position, brother. If I had my dog, Mr. Organic, he could probably go off the deep end with something totally different about who is Tall Guy Car Reviews. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was just a normal dude, picked up YouTube, man, and I like cars, bro. And I like conjugating with good people, you know what I'm saying, and good energy. You know what I'm saying? I like uplifting people.
Yo, that's what's up, man. That's
what's
exactly what it's about. That's exactly what it's about, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to start it off like this. You know, your first video. As a matter of fact, my guy Modern Day Muscle, if you don't know, he's a what's the actual professional title of what you do?
I'm a motion graphics designer.
By like literally, like that's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how he puts food on the table. You know what I'm saying? That's his day
Every
job,
day.
right?
Yeah.
So he went to school for this. So he's really like you know, like he notices a lot of things when it comes to like sound and video and this and that. So, you know what I'm saying? So oftentimes, obviously, you know, you come into the conversation a lot. And he was like, yeah, man, you know, we were like, yeah, you know, we talk about your first video and where you've been, obviously that first video to where you're at now. The reason why I brought up, you know, his expertise is because he was like, yeah, man, you could tell Tall Guy, man, like, you know, he was fresh, you know what I'm saying, on the scene because he recorded that in portrait mode.
Portrait.
You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, man, yo, from this first video, did you think, like, honestly, did you think you were going to be, you know what I'm saying, like Tall Guy Car Reviews, like on YouTube, like as big as you are?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't think I'm that big now. But the thing is at the beginning, if I pick up anything I've ever done, I've always went to the move with it. I've always went top of the move with everything I've ever done. So if I've ever picked up anything, it doesn't matter if it's something small, something big, I'm always going to the move. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that I knew for sure, but I knew if I was going to pick it up, I was aiming for that though, for sure.
Yo, that's what's up. And man, like I said, this was dope, man. You know, going back, like I said, I've watched. One of my first videos, and obviously I went back and watched all the rest of the videos, but I think the first video that I seen of you that came across my.
Oh, I guess he froze. You still there with us, Tall Guy?
Yeah, I'm still
apartment. And
okay. FaTKaT, if you can hear me, you chopped and screwed right now, brother.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. Man, my kids probably, what's the name, man? They're probably all on the Wi-Fi. I told them to get off the Wi-Fi.
They over there on everything, game streaming.
I told her, I said, get off the Wi-Fi.
It's maxed out right now.
Dial up, brother.
I told her, I said, yo, y'all need to stay off the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I think the first video that I seen of you was, you know, when you walked out into the snow from your apartment and you co-started your car. You know what I'm saying? The FaTKaT obviously in the snow. And then obviously I went back and watched everything else, man. But you know what I'm saying? But from back then, like, did you have, you know, and you started gaining like a little bit of, you know, recognition even from your first couple of videos. But did you actually have like a plan in mind of how you wanted your channel to go, or did you just like pretty much adjust it as it went? You know what I'm saying? Or did you already have it all planned out?
I mean, to keep it real, Joe, I've always had a plan. I mean, there's some parts of my life in general that I winged, you know what I'm saying? Like as in a leap of faith, but it was always planned. So even my leaps of faith are planned. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things just don't go according to plan. So YouTube is no different. You know what I'm saying? I had a plan, but I took a leap of faith. And then, you know, I structured it up as best as I could, but the only thing that I had planned as far as what you're talking about is I wanted to be authentically me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be transparent for people. I didn't want to be like other YouTubers. I didn't want to be like the people that be like, oh, I got this. And then we seem to all have it all together, you know? No leaps of faith are being taken. Everything is kosher. Everything is top of the move all the time, you know, and just I didn't want to do that. So I felt like that was my biggest thing was like, I want to come out and I want to push out these videos and I want to show people. And I knew if you were due diligent enough like me, I used to, when I 5-6 years after I came home from prison, I was watching everybody that did YouTube. I loved cars. I watched everything through YouTube. I learned everything through YouTube. I taught myself everything. I'm self-taught through YouTube. So I watched people with 2 subscribers and then was subscribed and I was their 3rd subscriber. And then I was subscribed to people that had 60 million people, you know, or whatever, hypothetically, you know what I mean? So I'm a person that's going to do my due diligence. So I knew that if you were a person to do your due diligence and you wanted this particular car, you would find my channel because I found everybody that had a Hellcat, you know, or anybody that just eat Mopar, anything. I was going to find you and I was going to watch everything. So I just wanted to be me and then let y'all see this and let y'all see the real behind the scenes of a lot of shit that people don't tell you. You know?
Yo, that's what's up. Yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
Can you drive a Hellcat in the snow? And with all this snow outside, did anybody do it? No. So I wanted to do it. Well, those are questions I had. How much did it cost to fill it? I want to know stuff like this.
I think personally, single-handedly, you inspired like all of those. What can a Hellcat do? How much gas that's gonna take? I think you inspired that that culture of content that you now see on YouTube, where like they're like, yo, like how much does it cost to put gas in my car? Let me get Ceramic Pro on my car. Believe it or not, fun fact, your video is actually what made me put ceramic coating on my car. You know what I mean? So, I think because it was just so organic and you were, basically being yourself and just like, you know what, I'm gonna go try this because I don't know and we'll see what happened. I think you just inspired a bunch of content that you now see specifically with the Hellcat on YouTube now.
Right. And I appreciate that too. And I'm glad that I can inspire people with not just that content, but just to even get ceramic coating on your car or to get a wrap or the lease or finance and teaching people the real stuff that go behind reels. YouTube is a thing that can be looked at as something that is not real life, but I wanted to live my real life on camera for people to see. So that way they can implement these things. And whether you use it or you don't, I'm going to put it out there. You have a choice to use it or you don't. But if you're a person that comes from a demographic and the type of situation that I came from in life or that environment, this might help you to get your foot in the door because it helped me.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up, man. Yo, I want to give a quick shout out to Jonathan Ellis, man, for that $3.99 super chat, man. We greatly appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Super chat champ. Everybody hit that super chat to these.
Yeah, we definitely like when that super chat come through. You know what I'm saying? We definitely like that. Yeah. But I want to try to get into like your mindset a little bit, man, because again, back when you first started, man, I don't think anybody, again, talking about setting trends and setting cultures, like my guy Modern Day Muscle just said, I think you were one of like the first people in our demographic that set that trend of if you want this, you gotta grind. And you were like one of the first people that we seen again in our demographic that were posting 3-4 videos a day, 5 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? So what was it that pushed you to grind so hard when you first started?
I mean, in short, I appreciate it, brother, but in short, I was fighting for my motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, keeping it real.
So, you know, while I'm fighting for my life, I'm trying to, you know, inspire other people to keep fighting for their life. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you got $100 million or you got $100, man. We all fighting for our life until the time we go. You know, if it's not with finances, it's with something. You know, so at that time, it's just like I'm just a go-get nigga, man. So for me, I was like, my knee just blew out. I took a leap of faith getting this Hellcat. Like, I'm inspiring my damn self, you know. So, and I'm pushing myself. So that all it was doing for me was, like I said, I was living my life and what I live in real life, but in front of a camera on YouTube for my people and for the people that could tap in and watch it. You know, it's good to know that it resonated with some real ones, you know, because I feel like that fueled me to keep going. So people had no idea. And that's why every day, even to this day, if I see my people, it don't matter where I'm at, I'm gonna chop it over them, holler at them. I'm gonna take out time to holler at them, make sure they get pictures, make sure whatever, because they give me fuel. So people come up to me, like, hey man, you inspire and motivate me. Well, I appreciate that because you inspire and motivate me by just coming up to me and telling me that. You inspires and motivates me, giving me the fuel, the E85 I need to keep rolling down this road, you know? Because it's definitely not easy. And y'all know this now, being in this world, right?
Yeah.
Not no easy thing to do.
Nah, for sure, 100%. And then, like I said, you kind of like I said, man, the things you did were, you know, again, I don't know. I don't know if people forgot or if people are forgetting, but you know, like people see you now at 800 and what you got, 850 something thousand subscribers, almost 900,000. So, you know, I think people are seeing it now. And yeah, granted, a lot of people did watch you from early on, but I don't think people really understand the grind that you did. Like, speaking of your, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Organic, like you guys, again, nobody in our demographic did. You guys were innovators. You literally did a world tour, or a nation tour, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Like multiple
Not like
times.
a world tour.
Yeah, but multiple times. Like nobody was doing that. You were going to different cities, and it didn't matter. And you know what though? And speaking of which, man, that's another thing I'm gonna salute you on real quick, if you don't mind. You know, you just said, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and chop it up with my people, man. And you know, again, I was watching those videos. It didn't matter if it was one person that showed up or if it was, you know, 100 people that showed up. You showed the same amount of love to that one person as you did the 50 people. You didn't go out there, you know what I'm saying? And some people would have been like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you know, granted, it was early on. So, you know, you were doing, you know, you were getting a buzz, but, you know, there were some spots that you only had 1 or 2 people show up. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
100%.
But you on camera, like I said, the vibe wasn't different. Yo, appreciate you for coming out. Appreciate you for coming out. You know what I'm saying? And you showed that dude, that 1 or 2 people, that same exact love that you did when there was 50 or 100 people out there.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, what, bro? Like those are things that you just don't see. You know what I'm saying? Most people will be like, man, there's only 1 or 2 people. And that energy will come off on camera that they disappointed and only 1 or 2 people showed up. So, like, how do you balance that where it's like, it don't matter, man. 1 person, 2 people, 50 people, 100 people. I'm going to show the same amount of love no matter what.
I mean, I feel like it just all comes from the demographic of who you are as a person, you know, and where you come from in life. Because if you really truly came from nothing, how could you not appreciate 1 person, whether it was 1,000 or 1 person? You know, like,
right.
I always say this to people, like, if you live today, let's say you're a motherfucker with 100 million subscribers, right? And, you know, you get to the point in life, or any celebrity, actor, basketball player, whatever, you get ever to the point in life where you think it's normal to go out your house and people scream and holler your name, cry when they see you, you know, feel inspired and motivated with you, like, and your type going down, champ, in my eyes, because I feel like that's not normal. So you got to constantly remind yourself, and if you come from that, you're going to always, it's going to be not even something you're going to have to do or try hard to remind yourself about. It's going to be like, you're going to remember the life you lived before all of this. So whenever you see the person saying your name, or you see 1,000 people, it's like, it's all love and it's all appreciated and respected, you know?
Yo, 100%, man.
So,
yo, quick shot. Yo, go quick
go
before you go monitor your muscle. Quick shout out to Lee John, man. $20 super chat. We greatly appreciate you, man. Feels good to be back. Congrats on the progression. Man. Free Smoke Squad is legendary, and congrats on the marriage. Big G Squad ish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure, man. Then our brother Garage Driven Man, legendary in the building, of course. Go ahead, monitor muscle. My bad.
I was gonna ask, you know, for, you know, people, you know, for the people out there that, that don't know are just interested, because I can tell that you work very hard, you burn the candle on both ends. It seems, and stuff like that. I guess the question would be, what keeps you motivated in terms of like, how do you balance like your sleep schedule? Like how are you able to produce the way you produce and still be at 100 or 1,000 every time?
Okay, well, that's a good question. I'll say at the beginning, it was ain't no sleep schedule, ain't no rest, ain't no this, ain't no that. It's all grind, and it's still that now. But it's also at the point where it's like I'm almost 5 years in the game, So it's like you got to learn how to balance things. At first, I was just a all or nothing person, right? 100 miles an hour, I ain't getting in the car and doing nothing. So it's like now it's like I learned to go 100, and I learned to do the dash, and I also learned to calm down, go to 60, put it on cruise control for a little bit, then pick it back up when you know what I mean? Once I refuel. So it's like now I'm better at balancing it, but I could always get better at it, So it's like I would say now more than anything is this. You know what I mean? Like you still push out the content, but you still keep your motor high, right? And it goes back to what I said to FaTKaT just a little bit ago. It all depends on where you're coming from and your type of demographic or your situation that you had to live through to get to this moment, right? That's how you're going to be able to sustain and maintain. You got to stay hungry. Does that answer your question?
It does. It does. I hope it answers everybody else's question too on what they got to do on YouTube or what they got to do to pursue anything in life. I just wanted you to answer that so that anybody that's watching that needed to hear that answer, it's coming from a pretty credible source. So that's what I wanted.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Like at the beginning, if like you said, when I'm throwing out 3-4 videos in a day, them was some crazy times. Because if you try to tell me, because the thing is, as you go on, you perfect your craft, right? So it's like you're not going to be able to push out that same quantity as you did at the beginning because you've perfected your craft. So it's like a basketball player when they first start, it's just all go out there, put out as many shots as you can. But then the older you get, it's more about the selection, where you're at on the court, being efficient in your spots, Right. So it's like that's where I'm kind of at with it now. It's like I'm more focused on the quality and what I'm dishing out instead of the quantity, But to get back to what you were saying too a little bit ago, FaTKaT, about just the world tours and everything we did, because I did 4 of them in total, and I went all across the United States 4 different times, right? And the biggest thing that inspired me that was like rappers like Nipsey Hussle, Master P, seeing people pop the trunk, when they wanted something, like they didn't wait back for no record label. They didn't wait for people to push them or to share their videos or to share their music. They was like, I'm gonna go out here directly and I'm gonna show them people, and from there they made everything happen from that. So Nipsey Hussle was the biggest influence, I feel like, for me watching that when I came home from prison. I was like, because I felt like I had that same mentality, so it resonated with me. So by the time I started YouTube, I was like, man, let's go out here. I told my dog Organic, shout out to my dog Mr. Organic, subscribe. I told him, I said, listen, bro, let's go on this, man. I'm about to do it right now. I did the first one, and then after that came back, and all the people, when I went there, it was kind of crazy because everybody was going crazy. And I couldn't believe that my reach was that far. And I don't even remember how many subscribers I had exactly at that point, but I couldn't believe that. Like, yeah, you see a number grow on social media, but when you're on your phone and you're looking at your YouTube channel, and you're looking at your Instagram, it's just a number, 5,000, 6,000, 10, 20, and it's a blessing, but you don't really look at every little thing as one person, right? It looks kind of robotic. Like your social media is growing, but not actual people. So when I actually went out there and was stopping at all these places and everybody is knowing me, and not only that, it didn't, like you said, it didn't matter if it was 1 or there was 100 or there was 1,000 people. It was the impact that I could see on how I resonated with them, right? And one thing I always tell my wife, y'all, come on, man, y'all hear the verbiage, man. You know what I mean? I tell her,
verbiage is different.
Come on, brother. The thing is you can't lie to about the struggle to the people who's either been in the struggle or are in the struggle. So when I open my mouth and I talk about these things, only the people that's in it or they have been through it, they're gonna look at it and they're gonna be like, he's full of shit, or because that ain't how this shit go over here, or they're gonna be like, that's a motherfucker that's really been through it, because Steve Jobs can't talk to you about what it's like to be in the hood. He couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't talk to you about what it's like to go do 4 years in prison. So if he was to even try, the best actors in the world couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because people who've been through it be like, get out of here, get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like once I seen that in people and that resonated, it fueled me to go harder and harder and harder. So that's why every time I see my people, it's always all love. Because I wouldn't be where I'm at without that support. You know what I mean? Not even mentally.
Right. Yeah, man. I think again, like there were so many things that you did specifically on your channel that kind of broke a lot of barriers. From the the war tours to, you know what I'm saying, getting the Hellcat and doing different type of content with it. But even on top of all that, a lot of people at that time, especially, and I keep saying in our demographic, so people, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. You opened up your life to the camera when a lot of people were just like showing, okay, if I'm a car YouTuber, I'm just showing the cars and that's it. I'm not going to bring everybody into my life. But you from day one was like, yeah, I'm a 7-time felon. I'm this, I'm that. I had to struggle. I had this, and and letting people into your life like that to be like, look, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was my past, and this is what I'm doing now. And if I could do it, like literally, y'all could do it too. And the fact that you was bringing people in and literally letting down those walls, I think broke a lot of barriers to where it made even other people that maybe had a, troubled past or whatever you want to call it, was able to open up as well. So again, that's another salute to you, man, as far as trend setting in the space of YouTube and social media, that people are able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And even speaking about that, so that goes into a few different subcategories. Let's just talk about like how we were just talking about the meet and greets, right? You're talking about bringing people up and letting down walls, right?
Right.
When we was doing the meet and greet, and my dog, Mr. Organic, sitting there telling him like, hey, bro, I think we should go do this. Like to have somebody that was on the same type of time frequency with you, and to know that your thoughts was normal, to feel like that. And for him to even like that helped me a lot with bringing down the walls, I feel like, because every day when I was at work, we'd be at work, he'd be like, man, you got to write a book. This was before YouTube. This was before everything. He'd be like, bro, you got to write a book. You got to do this. You got to do that. He made my first two pieces of merch. You know what I mean? And so he kind of helped me as far as stepping into that life, because I felt like he was a person who always, and I always tell him this, he's a person that demanded the spotlight, wanted the spotlight, and deserved to be in the spotlight, honestly. So it was like him, he had already self-prepared himself for it. So for me, I was a person that wasn't ever trying to be on it. But once I did it and I seen a person that deserved that light, right? And I never wanted it, but I could see a person who wanted it and he deserved it. So grab my nigga and he grabbed me, and then we go do something historical together, and I feel like I've tried to do that with everybody that I've ever run across, that I feel like I've gotten that same vibe from. But it's hard because, like you said, when you letting down that wall, now you letting people in to be able to infiltrate, to even be able to drop comments and drop bullshit and
right.
put negative energy on your positive energy, and all you trying to do something historical, and people are trying to kill that. People are trying to put as many roadblocks in front of you as they possibly can. So it is hard, and you got to understand what comes with that too. So a lot of times people might have the talent, they might got the work ethic, but they can't take all that shit that come with it. So they stop. So you got to have all the attributes. You got to have all the stones in the gauntlet, man, to be able to do this shit.
The Thanos gauntlet.
Yeah, man. Hey, real quick. Let me get these guys in real quick, man. Jonathan Ellis, $4.99 super chat, man. Matt Corey and Organic and PA on the world tour, man. The same off camera as they are on camera, man. Much respect, love G Squad. Same thing with Darylus Burks, $5 super chat. You and Mr. Organic, man, y'all inspire so many people. Congrats to you and Jasmine on your marriage. Keep grinding and big blessings, tall guy.
Thank you.
I think there's one more down. Yep. We got Daryl in the building, man. Let Nissy hustle live through. Slim, big G Squad. You keep me motivated and grinding to succeed like you, Slim. Blessings on the wedding. You know what I'm saying? That's $4.99 super chat, man. We greatly appreciate you. So it's funny because I had this question actually a little bit lower in, for a little bit later in the show. But since we're talking about it, Mr. Organic, man, speaking of Mr. Organic, do you feel like having someone like Mr. Organic, because he's been with you from the beginning, do you feel that it propelled you and it just gave you that energy, that battery in your back, to help you elevate as much as you did? Being that you had like a road dog with you, versus you doing it by yourself?
Absolutely. We always had this conversation behind closed door with each other all the time. And I wouldn't have made it this far without him just as much as he wouldn't have made it this far without me. And people could try to say whatever they want to say, but it's a 50-50 thing with me and him. Don't look at numbers, don't look at platforms, don't look at anything. Look at us as human beings and as men. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
We equal. We always have been and we always will be.
No, that's what's up, man.
That's what's up. That's dope.
So most of this, so we've been talking a lot about basically your time in when you first started, and obviously you were in Minnesota, right? So now let's fast forward a little bit. What was that actual? And I asked this because you had a good thing going, as far to name a couple things, whatever you had, a couple of relationships as far as Bart and some other things going. You had some good things going as far as shops and people, companies that were starting to mess with you. Real heavy up in Minnesota. But you ultimately made the decision that it was time, that you kind of outgrew this place. It was time for you to leave. So what ultimately made that decision for you to be like, all right, it's time for me to go? And then what made you choose LA? Because I remember you had a few different spots you were thinking about.
Right. Man, that's tough. It was God, man. I felt like I always I went to school in the Bay at San Jose City College, right? My second year home after prison. Not even my second year, probably. It's like my second year, whatever. But I went out there, and ever since then, I just loved it, man. I was like, I love California. And I just felt like Minnesota, obviously, that's where I was born and raised. And that's always home. It's always, number one in my heart for sure. And I got big plans with Minnesota as far as in the future. But when I went to Cali, it was like the energy. I felt like I've always been a person that think outside the box. I feel like I've always been a person, take big risks, get big reward, and there's not too many people like that in Minnesota. So I was like, I feel like when I came to California, it let me know that my thoughts were normal. And I felt like I needed to feel that. I like the energy. I like the palm trees. I like the nice weather. And I felt like I always have good energy. At least I try my best, but the thing is when I came to Cali, it magnified, my energy. It just, I don't know. That's when I knew is when I went to college there. I was like, man, eventually, if this is the Bay, I'm like, and it get a little chilly in the Bay. I ain't gonna hold you. It get a little chilly there. So I went to Southern California a couple times, and I was like, man, if I ever got rich and I had some ducats in my pocket where I could take a leap of faith, I would move to Southern California. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to call home. So that's ultimately what made me do that. I didn't have nothing lined up. There was nothing here where it was like I could replace everything that I had in Minnesota as far as partnerships, brand deals, or whatever else I was doing at that time. It was just God just placed it on my heart and in my brain. And then, he knows when he do that with me, it's over. Because if the spirit moved me, I'm gone. And I'm not even going to think about what else come with it or nothing. Like, I got an opportunity here. I just did this YouTube. And the thing was, at that time, by the time I moved over here, you got to think of my life. 7-time felon, been in prison, came off from nothing. You know what I mean? And I made the impossible possible every step of the way. And then here I am. I'm doing this. I got this opportunity of a lifetime. And I want to scale it. Like my dog, TJ Millionaire Mentor, said, he always said, like, man, if you don't start a business if you can't scale it. Your plan should always be to scale your business, right? This was long before I knew him. I just didn't know the whole, CEO brain mindset. But I didn't know I had it the whole time until I started meeting people as I went. And then it gave me my affirmation that I needed to be like, I'm right. This whole time, everybody back home had me thinking that, this ain't the way to be, like, or I'm being delusional, or this ain't real life, or I'm tripping. So once that seed was planted in my brain, and I was like, yeah, I'm gone. I need this opportunity, because we all got a window at the end of the day in the social media shit. Like, you could be hot one day, gone the next, right? There's some people that's in the NBA, some people that's acting. When you got that moment where you're at the top, or you feel like you're scaling up there, You got to maximize as many opportunities as you can while you can, because some windows last longer than others. So if my window was a short window and I only got a short amount of time, then I want to give it all. I want to go top of the move with this shit. Let's go out with a bang. Fuck it, you know? So it's like, I want to scale this bitch up as high as I can before I got to go. And what's bigger than going to LA? So that's what ultimately made me do it. But it would never happen if God didn't put that seed in my head.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. And that's the ultimate, man. Like you guys always preach, you know what I'm saying, taking that leap of faith. And that's exactly what you guys did, you know what I'm saying? And then again, dope that you had, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, your boy, your dude, come right along with you. Be like, all right, man, let's take it together. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it together. Obviously, you went first, but he came right back. Huh?
At first, 3 wasn't fucking with that shit.
Oh, no.
He was like, you go to LA, I'm gonna go to Atlanta or some shit. I keep my gun.
Yeah, I can imagine, you know what I'm saying?
At first, but you know, he always says it best. Like, I gotta go through first, and he gonna make sure everything go cool. Oh, Slim's still alive, everything cool. All right. So,
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, and it makes sense because you guys had a, you know what I'm saying, y'all had a real traumatic life, you know what I'm saying, type experience in LA the last time y'all was over there.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
gotta put that into account too.
Right. Yeah. I imagine, man.
My guns, fuck that.
Yo, hey, shout out to Big Deal _392, man, $10 super chat, man. Isn't it amazing when you find that true love that you sacrifice every part of your soul to keep happy, man? Congrats. You know what I'm saying? Everybody congratulate. And we're gonna get there too, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But we're just trying to keep everything. I'm trying to think of everything in chronological order. You know what I'm saying? But
I had a question real quick. I know previously you said, you know, you always had a plan regardless if everything went according to plan or you had to, you know, figure something else out. But in your plan, when you were in the execution phase of, all right, this is what I'm going to do. Like, for example, the big move to LA, did you ever have doubts? Were you scared? Like, did you ever, anything that you did, it doesn't even have to be LA, any big move that you considered a big move, were you doubtful and you did it anyway, or did you have to rethink anything?
Man, let me tell you something, dog. That's a really good fucking question, brother. I gotta get that. I've been listening from the time I came home from prison. Like, I was scared every step of the way because the thing is, every plan that I told myself, I set for myself, every plan I made, it was all an unpaved plan, unpaved step. So nobody, like, imagine being in a full-on blizzard, right? If you seen somebody walking past, you would see the feet marks walking through, right?
Right.
There's nobody in history that I've ever met that's been through what I've been through and accomplished what I have in these feats. You see what I'm saying? Name me a person that you know that never played basketball before in their life. In high school, none of that, middle school, high school, none of that shit. And then next thing you know, they go to prison, they go do they get sentenced to 6 years, they do 4 years, they come home, and they go to be a Division I player. Can you name one person? Right?
No.
Yeah. So the thing is, so for the plan that I said, like, I'm gonna go be D1. I didn't even play basketball ever. I'm not good. None of this shit. Can't even dunk at the time. All this shit. And I'm gonna go be D1. Man, get the fuck out of here. But in my head, I'm delusional enough, and I got a few screws enough loose to say I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to do it. I show him. You know what I'm saying? Like my dog 3 say, I'm one of them ones. I'm one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm gonna do it. And then the thing is, there's no steps in the snow though to see, okay, step here, step there, step here. Okay, and then from there, I gotta jump over here, crawl over here, jump there. There was no blueprint laid. So I had to create one. So I was scared every step of the way from the time I came home from prison. Anxiety, dealt with depression, dealt with a lot. And don't get me wrong, my energy has always been this way, whether I was broke or had money. But the thing is, though, no matter how much of a good energy you are, how happy of a person you are, we all have moments where we get down, where we get discouraged, where we get depressed, where we deal with anxiety. What if this don't work? Damn, what am I gonna do with my life with this? Like, you just gotta keep rolling with the punches, man. You gotta have a tolerance in you to be able to weather whatever storm may come your way. So I dealt with that with everything, Chad. You know what I'm saying? And today I still deal with that with different shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just not in the same shit. The struggle is a little different. The struggle isn't to, you know, how am I gonna get money on my books? Or, you know, I'm sitting there, I had nights in my cell where I've been starving, stomach touching my back. So it's a different type of struggle than what it was then versus now, but it's still a struggle nonetheless. And at the end of the day, we all have our fears, we all have our insecurities, we all gotta live with our shit. You know what I'm saying? So every step of the way, I definitely had moments where I was scared or wanted to give up, or, you know, different things. Like when I was playing basketball, now I probably could quit mentally a billion fucking times, like, because you put your body through stuff I've never been through in my life. Mentally, you got to deal with so much shit. There's politics, there's this, there's that. There's so much shit that it takes to be great at just one thing. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, YouTube, creating a business, whatever the thing is. You know, there's so much storms that you have to go through that a lot of people just say, fuck it, you know, or they quit or they get down on themselves. It's just about being able to brush yourself off and keep going. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, man. Yo, like I said, we definitely understand that. And if you don't understand that, you know what I'm saying, hopefully you listen carefully. But getting back to when you moved to LA. You was in LA literally maybe 2 days before tragedy struck. If you don't know, remember what I'm talking about your Hellcat.
Yeah.
And I know in the video you was like, man, you know, it's whatever, man, you know, God got me and things happened, this and that and the third. But literally in closed doors, man, did you think, man, it's over? Like, I came here to LA, I took a leap of faith. This is my bread and butter, my Hellcat at the time, what I make content with. And you was there 2 days, not, you know, less than 2 days, and car was totaled. Like, in the back of your mind, were you thinking like, damn, it's over?
Yeah, I mean, no, I wasn't thinking it was over, but I was definitely sick. I was definitely tight a little bit, you know, to keep it pure. But I felt like, you know, because that was my money making car. You know how this YouTube shit goes. And that's I really love that was my first Hellcat. That was all I, like, as far as the car, if I could have just got that in life, and I never achieved a Lamborghini, I never got my big beefy Brolicky truck, and that never happened. Like, I did get that Hellcat, and that Hellcat was my thing, and that I was shooting for. And that was like, at that time, I might sound crazy to people that maybe got a lot going on, or to people that's in my realm now, that it's like, you know, that was like shooting for the stars, landing upon the moon, you know, to get that Hellcat and be able to sustain it and maintain it for as long as I did, and be able to do YouTube and all that stuff with it. So yeah, I was tight, but it wasn't like, I definitely didn't think it was over. But you got to think, before this, what made me tight wasn't the car. The car is just a car, right? You can get another. That's what you get insurance for, right? But what was tight, that made me tight, was like, you know, I say prayers every day, man. And that was something that started with me when I was in prison, right? So I felt like when I came home, I felt like my number one goal was to build up security, right? Like, I feel like I didn't grow up with that. So it was like, for me, I wanted like a stable environment. I wanted positive energy. I wanted, you know, I wanted to have that. So it's like, I felt like that's what I did for myself. So going to LA was like, yeah, my car crashing 2 days after I get there, and this is the car that makes me my money. I feel like to have sacrificed security to come out here and do a leap of faith, and then my car crashed 2 days after there, and this is my money making car. That's the part that made me tight, because I don't want to fail, you know, and I didn't. So I didn't believe it was over. I didn't think it was over, because if I had believed it and I had thought that way, it would have been over. You know what I mean? But it definitely had me tight, because I don't want it to ever be over. You know, like, the shit I'm trying to build is so much bigger than me, you know? So I felt like I just didn't, I felt that feeling. I just didn't want it to happen. So that's what made me go harder.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up, man.
Yeah, that's
Modern Day Muscle, do you got anything on that before we move on? Because I'm about to switch gears real quick.
No, go ahead and switch gears, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch gears real quick, man, if you don't mind. Tall guy car reviews. All right, so again, so you made it to LA, you know, you're starting to meet people, you're moving, you're grooving, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to, I guess, you know, get your feet, you know what I'm saying, you know, situated right in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a DM. You know what I'm saying? Then you get a DM.
Yeah.
When you first, and I know you say this on your video a lot, but honestly, when you first seen that DM, did you know right then and there, like, this is it? This is the one?
Nah, I didn't, brother. I'm gonna keep it pure with you. Not on the DM, right? Like, so, know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. Like,
yeah, for sure.
it was like I seen the DM, like, and the crazy part is I don't ever see DMs. So this is why, like, this is part of.
We know. Trust me.
We know. We know.
Yeah.
I know, man. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. You know. But the thing is, like, sometimes every rare occasion, I go into my DMs, like, if all my business is taken care of, this is when I go on Instagram. So, like, yeah, I do social media, right? This is my bread and butter, right? But the thing is like, I do it and then I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I go on and I post, I'm not a person that be in my comments like that. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because you take on what you consume, right? So I take on the love, but now at this point, I get so much love and I get a bunch of hate. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I don't want to consume that shit. I don't even want to slightly scroll by it, see it, nothing. So it's kind of sucks for the people that's always showing me love. You know what I mean? But it's like I can't let social media consume me. I gotta be me and I gotta stay true to me. And this social media shit, the more you consume, the more the fuck with you. People will lose their self in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta have, like, I do my shit for my people that fuck with me, and that's why I continue to do it. You know, but at the same time, it is bread and butter, but also because I don't want to consume the wrong shit because it had you getting outside your body and doing fraud shit. So I don't want to do that. And I feel like a lot of times when you in this paper chase, you know, a lot of times people are trying to do shit that they may necessarily don't even want to do, but to do just to appease people. And I feel like once you do it no longer for you and you just do it for people, that's when you lose.
Yeah, so, I'm glad. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just tough, you know. So for me, I don't be in the DMs like that for that. And I feel like when I first tried at the beginning, I'd be doing that shit all fucking day. Like I'd be trying to reply to everybody, make sure everybody knows I see them and I appreciate them. And the thing is it's just one of the blessings that come with growing, right? Like you're not gonna be able to talk to everybody. You're not gonna be able to acknowledge everybody. So it's like if you're an all or nothing person like me, it's like I don't want to say what's up to some people and then leave other people hanging. You know what I mean? So I felt like it just for me it was like, man, if I can't say what's up to all my people and I can't show all my people love, then I'm just not even gonna go in there and try because it's just so many and I'm gonna feel bad that I can't talk to everybody or that I chose a few but didn't choose everybody, you know? So every rare occasion I go into my DMs, if all my, like let's say if I go and I do videos at 6, 8 a.m., I get done with everything and it's 2, 3 o'clock. My baby happy, I done fed her, we done went and had some fun, we did everything, and then we get back to home at 6 o'clock and, you know, I'm just sitting around bored. I might get on my DMs then. I might be like, okay, let me see, man, I got some time. Let me see what people mentioning me in and different things like that. But that's the only way because I don't want to let social media consume me. I refuse to let it, you know, and I feel like a lot of people let that happen.
Like I said, because that's definitely pure, you know what I'm saying, inspiration and facts right there, man. What were you gonna say, Modern Day Muscle?
No, I was gonna say I'm glad that you're even talking about that because you know, you explained it very well, but in other words, I feel like a lot of people need to hear this. A lot of people are on social media and they're not protecting their energy, and I feel like that's basically what you explained is like you have to protect your energy, and the way you do it is by not looking at the comments, and I respect it. I think that's dope, and I think a lot of people need to understand that, you know, this social media shit is just a means to an end. You know what I mean? It's not real life. You know what I mean? Like, especially like, you know, if we want to get on the negativity for a little second, you know, people that drop negative comments and stuff like that, you would never say that in person. It's just keep it, you know, a buck. You know what I mean? So, I definitely think that's what's up. That you're explaining what you do to, you know, protect yourself on social media and how, you know, you go and you move forward, so you just don't have that energy like in your mind space. So I think that's great.
Because I don't even like, I remember at the beginning when I first started YouTube, because that's exactly what it is. I feel like I'm such a pure person and I don't do onto others what I wouldn't want nobody to do to me. So I feel like when people made videos about me when I first started YouTube, I felt like I would look at it, I'd watch it, but then I'd be like, what it made me want to do, it made me want to slap the shit out of somebody. It made me want to go back to old Slim. You know what I mean? And I felt like, damn, when you're doing something good, it is people that do try to bring you down. So it's like if I feel like that's ultimately the energy that I get from watching shit like this, I'm not gonna consume it. I am gonna protect my energy. I am gonna protect myself because if you ain't protecting you, who's gonna do it for you?
Exactly.
So yeah, 100%.
That 100%, man. Hey, you know what's funny, man? When you said, as soon as you said, go back to old Slim, I don't know why, but I immediately flashed back to the video of you jumping out the car, you jumping out the Hellcat with the dude that had the 2x4. He was like, "What?" Yeah, I don't know why I immediately flashed back to that.
You was about to get that man the sauce.
Yeah, that's a good flashback. And my dog, hey, don't hit him. Because you gotta know, he knows me. He knows that part of me just like I know that part of him. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't ones to be played with, bro. I'm not with all the jokes. Don't come up to me, threaten me. Don't do none of that shit. No defensive matter because I am a person. I get really offensive if somebody, and I tell you, you gotta understand where I came from. I come from the jungle, so for me, I do got a little anger problems when it comes to niggas playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And for everything I've talked about on every platform. So what I do to make sure that I never give nobody that part of me, and I don't never want nobody to see that part of me. There's motherfuckers that have seen it. You know what I'm saying? And people that's been in prison with me, people that know that my dog 3 know that was in prison with me, like, they going, nigga, listen, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
I give people good energy. I wouldn't come up to nobody and play with them. I wouldn't come up to you and disrespect you. I wouldn't say nothing bad about your name, nothing like that. So for you to do it to me, I guess I feel like that's super disrespectful. And I pretty much feel like, you just playing with me on the highest level of disrespect. I don't like it. So, dude, we're driving in the car and you want to hit my car. If I seen somebody coming through my neighborhood acting dumb and doing some fuck shit, or that if I deemed it to be that way, which we weren't, and I'm not going to come up and threaten you, bro. I'm not going to come doing all that. This is a public road. This is shit like that. So it's like in that moment, that is old Slim. That's definitely old Slim that came out that car for sure. But I don't like being like that. You know what I mean? It's just natural though.
Definitely.
Right.
No, of course. I get it.
Yeah. Anybody play with you, man, like I said, that's going to be their first initial reaction, especially, when you come from that type of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So 100%. Definitely understand that.
Come from it doesn't mean that's what we want. I've never wanted to be that person. I've never been the fake tough dude or nothing like that. Now I did turn into the person you play with me. I'm gonna reciprocate whatever it is that you bring into me. I'm gonna reciprocate it right back. Even though really I might not even want to do that. But the thing is, if you come from a prey or predator world, you got one or two choices. You're either gonna be prey or you're gonna be predator. I don't like being prey, and I might not want to be predator. But if I got to choose, I'm choosing predator, man.
100% facts. 100% facts. You know what I'm saying? All right. So my next question, and I hope you don't mind me asking this, honestly. So I'm gonna try to ask this in the most. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I mean, you must know. I mean, you felt that vibe, you felt that energy. So anything that we ask or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's never going to be like disrespectful or anything towards that matter. You know what I'm saying? But we do got to ask the tough questions here as well. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to know. So so I hope you don't mind me asking this, and even Jasmine.
Hey man, get the fuck out, man.
I'm just saying. I just want to make sure I'm trying to dance around it.
I ain't taking nothing personal, man. I've been watching you. Y'all know that you ain't that type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here it is then, man. So at the end of the day, for us that watched you early on, we know that you had a certain mindset when it came to marriage, you know what I'm saying, kids and things like that, right? What was it that what was that thing that just switched your mind, that clicked, that just made your whole outlook on it change? You know what I'm saying, once you were with Jasmine and everything else, man. So like what was that thing that made you change your outlook on that?
That was a good way of asking. I know what you want to ask. That was a good way of asking, brother.
You wordsmithed it. You smithed the words.
But no, it was just her. It was just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know a better way to explain it or how to put it into words. It was a feeling. It's like when y'all said y'all brought up the DM earlier in the conversation, right? I seen the DM. It wasn't initially off the DM. Where it was is we conversed right then and there. When I seen it, even though I don't ever see them, she was at the top of my haystack. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was like, one, I never looked at DMs. Had she been, I don't know, 10 DMs below, I probably would have never seen it. She probably unsent it. Hey, motherfucker ain't reply to me, man. Get this motherfucker up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that it was right on top was like, who's this? So I click it. Let me see. I go down and think. I'm a person, like I told you earlier in the conversation, I'm a person who's gonna do my due diligence. I went and looked through everything. You know, I spied on her fucking Facebook, Twitter, website. But now, you know what I'm saying? What kind of content she dishing? What's her photos looking like? Are they provocative or is she classy? You know, I was looking at everything, you know what I mean? Because I did just come from a situation, you know what I mean, where it was like I didn't want none of these things. So it's like now I'm sitting here and I got a woman hitting me up and she's looking substantial, you know, and I'm gonna link up with her. So we linked up, and then it was as soon as I seen her, it was like everything I could have ever imagined in a woman, right? It's like if I could build up a dream woman, right? That sounds kind of crazy, but it's like if you spec a car, right? You're gonna spec that motherfucking interior, wheels, fucking brake caliper color, the carbon, no carbons, Alcatraz, leather, with the preferred seats, with the cool and the hot, you know? And she was a fully specced out woman for me, and it was like she was my dream woman. So it was like that initial love at first sight was a real thing, but then I had to deal with other things. I had to deal with other fears. I had to deal with childhood traumatic shit. Yeah, I had to unearth some shit with myself to really. But since everything happened in Minnesota, and then I'm here, it's like I had a whole new set of fears, right? I had my fears and my insecurities I've had since childhood, right? That's never made me want to marry some kids. But then next thing you know, now I come to LA, everything happened, and then I'm here, and then I'm dealing with this. Now I'm like, I love at first sight. And then now I'm like, she tells me she want to marry some kids right away. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, so what it made me do is, and this is what the only thing I realized since I met her, was when you meet the right person, it's either one or two things going to happen. You're going to either unearth whatever it is, you got to scoop the fuck up out that dirt and figure out whatever the fuck it is that you got to figure out about yourself to sustain and maintain this, or you're going to lose it. And I felt like I had a choice to make. So I felt like I made the right one. So it's tough. That's the best way like I can explain when I seen her, and then everything. It was just, I felt like I looked for so many flaws in her because I was so scared of what could possibly happen. Oh, what's the storyline? I took a leap of faith out to LA. I left my security and everything I built up before. The next thing I come here, I get with a LA chick, and then next thing she blowtorch me, or I get misused or taken for granted, or I'm a good judgment and character, but then maybe, you know, she's a wolf in sheep clothing, but she disguised herself really well, and I didn't see it, you know, because, you know what I mean? Like maybe I was off my square for a little bit, and she got me. I don't want, like, I had to deal with those fears. I had to deal with them insecurities. I also had to deal with why I never wanted marriage, why I never wanted kids. Like I had to deal with that. She was so great, so top of the moon, that I felt like I had to unearth it. I had to dig it up. I had to be like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I scared of this? Where does this come from? All these different things. I had to have a real conversation with myself and be really honest with myself. And I think the last time, like, where it was like that serious of a situation was when I was in prison. Like, you know, when you're in prison, you have so much time to yourself. You 23 and 1, right? I was in a maximum prison. So if you ain't got a job, you're 23 hours in a cell. 1 hour out, it's really like 50 minutes because most of the time it's going to take them a little good minute to open up them bars. And then you got to get to scrambling out and doing whatever it is you got to do, get on the phone, shower, or whatever in that short amount of time. So once you go back in that cell, all you got is a space to think, right? So you either can run from yourself and the lies that you tell yourself, or you run from the truth. I felt like I decided to sit down and really open up to the truth and talk to myself about who I really am, what I've really done, all the wrong I've ever done, all the right I've ever done, and really be transparent with myself. And ever since I've been able to keep it real with myself, I've always been able to keep it real with others. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I was able to love myself, I was able to love others. So I felt like when I met Jazz, that was equivalent to a time where I felt like I had to really sit down with myself and have a real conversation, because I had to really dig out some shit to be able to get to this point to where I can accept wholeheartedly being like, I'm going to marry her, I'm going to have kids with her. You know, and be able to get past that. Like, a lot of people think just because if you don't see some obstacles and hurdles that those don't exist, they're all just mental. You know, everything might look cool, you know what I'm saying, on the surface as far as, you know, my energy and everything like that, I am that person. But the things that I battle internally, you know what I'm saying, to get to this point was really hard. You know, so that transition may look like on YouTube where it was like, oh, he was in Minnesota, and then he was in here, and then he went over here, and then he was with her. It was like, and it was just that easy. Nah, it was hard because it's like you deal with a lot of shit, right? You deal with feelings, you know what I mean? You deal with fears, insecurities, all that shit. You deal with a lot. So it's like and change. Dealing with change is a really big deal. So I feel like coming here is like, and meeting her was so much more substantial than my own fears and insecurities that I felt like that was able to make me be able to create the change. But it was her. That's a very long story short. That was a very long story that was long, but I try to make it as short as possible. But it was her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Hey, we're here for it, man. Take as much time as you need. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people here to listen. People here to listen to you talk. Because and matter of fact, like when you were in our live live show, you know, like I asked you, I was like, I don't think you've done a lot of like interviews. So I think this is something that people literally, you know, people, you know, again, we get to see the videos, we see the social media, we see the YouTube, and granted, you put a lot of your life out there, but I think this is, you know what I'm saying, a good way for people to really get to understand the mindset that you're, you know what I'm saying, that Tall Guy Car Reviews is doing when he's putting out these videos, when he's doing these certain moves and things like that. So trust me, man, anything you got to say, man, we here for it. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this though, because you kind of glossed over it. I ain't gonna let you get away with it. I heard you say something about kids.
For sure.
So that's coming up, okay?
Trying to give my kids a lot better, man. Come on, man. You just have to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
That I know that, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't do interviews like that, right? So it's like for me, I want y'all to ask y'all questions. I want you to ask the tough ones. I want you because I want to be transparent with the world. I just had a whole conversation with Jazz the other day where it's like I love being transparent with people. I love showing them that because like how y'all said at the beginning, that's something that y'all seen and it was like, damn, I fuck with that, you know, because there's so many people that don't want to talk about the real shit. They don't want to talk about the deep shit because they're wondering if people are going to fuck with them or how they're going to view them. I don't give a fuck how nobody view me because at the end of the day, like I told you, I'm at peace with my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck I give a fuck about what somebody got to say about me? I know me. I'm not anybody that's in my inner circle know who I am as a person. So for the world to try to criticize and say anything with me or who I am as a man or my character or my integrity, I give two fucks about. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to ask all the questions that you want to ask because I like the world to see this because it's not easy to be this way in a public light. And I feel like more people should be like this and more people should talk about the real shit. Don't just entertain motherfuckers. Entertain them, go ahead. That's cool because people want to be entertained, right? But at the same time, give them the real shit too. Tell them the shit that you really dealt with. Tell them about your real feelings. Don't be publicly talking about you just happy motherfucker, but then behind closed doors, you sad and depressed, and then you beat motherfucking, putting your hands on women, doing this, doing that, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that fuck shit. Like, no, tell the world. You know what I'm saying? So can't nobody in the world ever expose me about nothing about who I am as a man that I don't talk about the world with myself.
Damn. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Spitting real shit right there. Go ahead, Monday.
I was about to say, before I ask my question, shout out to all the Free Smoke moderators. You guys is real out there in the comments. I see y'all. But anyways,
because they definitely trying to you know, take over Rome right now for sure. You know
for real,
they in here heavy.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
I don't know what they got. They either got Duracell or Energizer. I don't know what they run. And then tonight, y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know.
It's all
but
good,
anyways,
we're here with the positivity, and ain't nothing going to change. You know what I'm saying? Nothing going to overshadow that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead,
right. Yo, so this is switching gears a little bit. I wanted to ask because I'm pretty sure people have mixed opinions and mixed reviews on it, but there's something that would happen to you quite frequently. And it was so frequent, especially in the time that we're in right now, involving the police. You know, when you were in those situations, one, can you confirm that, you know, those were real situations? And two, how did you feel when you was going through those situations, especially the one in Arizona?
Right. So, you know what's funny? People have said that from the time I started YouTube, like, man, this nigga get pulled over over so many times. These got to be some paid actors. These got to be these motherfuckers. There's no way it's real, right? But man, I'll tell you, I just got bad luck with getting pulled over and getting caught speeding. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm going to the mook, and I just be going like a goddamn roller coaster. So yeah, it's very real. Like I would never do that. Like who I am as a person, I'm not with no faking shit. I'm not with no script shit. I'm not with none of that. Like I'm with always keeping it authentic, always being you. If you get some good fire content and that shit happen to bust, then cool. God bless America, the world. Hey, God is good. But it's like it's just so happy to be the shit that bust with me. And I did get pulled over a lot of times. So I can see why people think that. And I'm a perspective understander. So I can see, with all the fraud shit going on in YouTube, I can see why people would think it's fake. There's people that's got big millions of subscribers that then came out years later that they didn't been lying about this or they didn't been lying about that and all that shit. So like I can't get mad at people who think that shit fake because that's some of that shit I be getting like, God damn, this shit do look fucking fake to the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like look at it. Who gets pulled over 3 times in a row going around the shit? It's just you can't make it up. So it's like I can get why some people, who maybe don't know me and only tune in when police shit happens, that why they would think something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit's definitely real. But the second part of your question, would you ask me on the second part?
How did you feel, going through those situations? And then I hinted at the situation that happened in Arizona.
Oh yeah, that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Type thought
that looks scary.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get hit up with some goddamn bullets on that day. I ain't gonna lie to you. That day was like, he was bugging. They should have fired his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Then I seen other videos with him where he went viral doing the same shit with some dudes on a motorcycle or in a car or something like that. I seen him doing the same shit. It's out there somewhere on the internet. But yeah, his ass should have been fucking fired. I still feel that way, and I still don't like that guy, Dexter Laboratory looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So fired, and I hope his ass ain't working in the police force no more because police like that don't need to be working, man.
Yeah, so, that was a scary situation.
That was a scary situation. I ain't gonna hold
you. Yeah. But I was saying, like, I'm sorry, FaTKaT, but yeah, I was saying, like, I hinted at the Arizona one because I know that was super serious. Because I know when I watched it, I was like, oh man, look at this shit here. But just in general, like when you get pulled over, like you just like, here we go again, or are you a little concerned because you don't know what officer you might get?
For sure. I just talked about this with my dog 508 Mode, man. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him, I said, we were in Jazz's Earth the other day, and me and 3 was acting dumb on the freeway, and it was sitting there like I thought one of the cars was a cop. And I was like, man, they get pulled over. Mo was like, everyone want to get pulled over. And I said, you know what, man? Honestly, I don't care about getting pulled over, as y'all can see. As long as I don't go to jail and I don't lose my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely in this time of age right now, like, then I'm okay. I'll take whatever ticket. I done got a bunch of tickets before in my life. I don't really care about a ticket, and I'm a vlogger too. It's gonna be a good video. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't really care about getting pulled over. Of course, it's just like any other black man in America, though. I'm gonna have some form of anxiety. I'm fully legit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got real shit going on in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I could be doing the same. Like, a cop could get behind me, and I'm gonna have some anxiety, brother. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, because you just don't know, like you really don't know, like with the times and everything going on. Not even just now in 2021. You could think 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 100 years ago. Like it's always scary for a black man to get pulled over by the cops. It always has been. Like now, there's gonna be some cops that's cool. There's gonna be some cops that shouldn't be cops. But whether you're legit or you riding dirty, I feel like any black dude gonna be like, man, shit, I got the police behind me. Oh shit, you know what I mean? Tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, damn, they might just be sitting over there. I learned from my brother being a cop, Officer Jones. Everybody go subscribe. Yeah. Like, I learned from him being a cop that, like, man, like, I don't think we ever really look at cops like human beings, and some are out there to do the right things, but I feel like there's so many that's done so many bad things that it rubs the people the wrong way, where it's like you feel like everybody likes to say, you forget, like, that they go home, they punch a clock, they go in and they go home, they got kids. My brother being a cop opened my eyes to a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know if that answers your question, but I just felt like after that, it made me feel to be more self-aware in certain situations. Like I'm like, I never had a cop where it was like, I'm like, yeah, everything cool. Give me your fucking keys. You're like, what the you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the natural part of me
From the jump.
When somebody play on me is what I just say is to turn back up. I don't give a fuck about nothing. So you ain't about to, you know what I mean? So it's like when I feel that way, and that's as soon as I ask him for his badge number and all that, that's when he like, get out the car. And then he being overly aggressive. See, ain't no way in real life that motherfucker would not be in police who ever gonna play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? But in that situation, you know, they could do excessive shit with that badge on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So after that, it made me do feel like, I'm not gonna lie to you, after getting pulled over of that, I do have a little bit of PTSD with that because you don't know what type of time they get on. Like even when we was in Atlanta, we was going through and that black cop pulled me out the car. I'm saying like, because he keep asking me the same shit. I'm like, hey bro, you know how racing works? Hey man, get out the car. Ah damn, here we go again. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know, and I'm like, damn, brother, we supposed to be brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is a scary situation with police, but it's at the same time knowing my brother and everything that he's been through and what he worked with, and I know how he was going out there and implementing himself on a daily basis, that it also makes me, I am still scared because of what happened in Phoenix with police, but then and what we see on the news, but then at the same time, I also know my brother was going out there every day doing the right shit, not being excessive, not being all the shit that we see on the news. So it also is like, it's a 50-50. You don't know who coming to your door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
while Usher's videos, he recently just took a leap of faith. So I can't wait to see what happens with that.
100%. Yeah, we got some big business going on. I told you before, we got that going on, man. You know, I like to work in silence, brother. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We're doing a lot right now, man. We're trying to get a lot of shit cracking on all cylinders, man.
Hey, so let's switch it back a little bit back to the cars. So as we know, man, coming through the years, you know what I'm saying, you had a lot of dope, legendary, you know what I'm saying, cars, trucks, and everything, right? So you know, but the Mopars and everything else is like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the Hellcats and the Red Eyes and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? That's all cool, and obviously, you know, top notch. But what did it feel like? You know what I'm saying? Because again, we all see where you came from. What did it feel like when you walked into that dealership, man, and you walked out with the keys to your first supercar, which was the McLaren?
Yeah, it felt crazy. It felt surreal. It felt like everything I talked about in that video, man. It was a huge leap of faith again, too, that day, too. You know, but it was like, I was willing to take it. I'm always willing to take leaps of faith. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And that's a fact. But you got to be able to, you know, do whatever work it is that you have to do to be able to weather whatever storm it is, to be able to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a surreal moment in itself to be able to even take that leap of faith, you know. But sustaining and maintaining it and living with it every day was like, I don't know, it was crazy because it's like, you know, when you're a kid and definitely when you come from where I come from, it's like, hey man, if I hit the lotto, I'll be able to get something like that. You don't think like, I never thought like, oh, I'm gonna be like, even when I did basketball, I was like, I'm gonna get so much money where I'm gonna get a Lamborghini. It was like, man, if I could just get to a point in life, and my dog Organic will tell you this, from the time I met him, man, if I could just get to $100,000 a year after taxes, you know, and I get me a Hellcat, you know, I'll figure out whatever else that, you know, I could do to be able to, you know, scramble up and live the best life that I could live. But the life that I live, whether it's the McLaren, the Davenport, getting Jazz her Earth, any of that stuff, it's like everything that I've done outside of going D1 in basketball has been far beyond I'm just being honest, and I ain't even afraid to say it, like it goes far beyond what my goals were, you know, about as far as what I want to achieve in a materialistic way in this world. And not even just in a materialistic way, where I was at mentally. Like I never was like on no bullshit. I was never like, I'm gonna open a business. I was never like, I'm gonna have merch and I'm gonna do this. And I was always like, man, listen, I'm gonna get me a good job. You know what I'm saying? I get me some security and I can live life and not have to be worried about how I'm gonna pay my phone bill, how I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna pay for my car. Like outfit, all that, I'm cool. I don't need jewelry. I didn't need this. I didn't need nothing. I want a nice car. Give me a nice spot to live. Let me, you know, be able to just go pay for food without checking my account. And I'm honestly cool. You know, so all of this, including that McLaren, get back to your point, was beyond surreal. If you could just think of that's what my thoughts was. Imagine me getting a McLaren. You know what I mean?
So exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like I could just, I mean, we're trying to get to that point now. So I mean, I could just imagine, you know what I'm saying, getting there. And granted, like you said, it never stops. But when you sit in the bed, when you literally just thinking and dreaming and say, man, I can't wait to get to that spot, man. I can just imagine that feeling is surreal.
It is.
And then speaking of which, moving on from the McLaren, like again, for people that's been watching you for a long time. When you stepped into your dream car, maybe not necessarily the trim or whatever that you're hoping, that is your dream, but still, the fact is that you have one, right? So stepping into, because matter of fact, because I think the first time if I remember correctly, the first time that you actually sat in one was at I forgot the detail shop that you was in Minnesota, the black one.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, pristine detail. Pristine, right? Yeah. So I remember that you yeah, you ain't playing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, listen, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Again, I said this last time on the last show when you jumped in the comments. Some people think that it's corny, it's this and that, that you big up people and you give them respect. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, man. When you used to go out and do your little tours and all that, and you used to ask people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you big G squad, and you used to give them like little quizzes on the spot.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I was like, man, these dudes ain't watching these videos because I knew.
Yo, you used to put them on the spot with that joint.
Listen,
man.
and I'm not afraid to admit it, but I knew everything that you asked him. I was like, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, come on, man, these dudes don't watch it. They watch one video and be like, yeah, I'm G Squad. Anyway, man. Anyway, we ain't gonna go there. Yo, big up to the G Squad.
And I
don't mean to interrupt you. Not only did I see you say that in that episode, the last episode, but I'm gonna even counter you one just to let you know how normal that actually is, dog. That's how I felt with Nipsey Hussle. I felt like when I came home from prison, and I felt like it was a person I could correlate with. Like, it's not none of the new love when he passed away and then people are all of a sudden tapping in. Like, that's cool. And he owns everything he's ever done. So whatever support he's getting, he fully deserves, and it's better late than never. But for me, I felt like had I ran across him, it'd have been full understanding. Like, I knew the whole squadron. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what you was talking about in this interview. I knew what you were saying over here. I caught the little jib that you put over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I might not follow it on every platform, but I found a way to consume all the game that was being given. You see what I'm saying? That because it drove me to be able to do what I'm doing and how I'm doing it now to the cross country meet and greet tours. Me and Organic would meet up at work and be like, hey man, did you see Nip last interview? Or did you see this what Nip said? And this and this and this. And then, hey man, we got to hit the pavement. We got to go do this. We got to go do that. You see what I'm saying? So I look at it like you, FaTKaT. I don't think nobody should look at it in a bad light of supporting and fucking with somebody campaign like that. That showed me you's a real nigga. That showed me you a real man. I don't like when nobody hold back no glory. Don't hold back no glory for me, motherfucker. I didn't fought for my motherfucking life to get here. I deserve that glory just like you deserve that glory, champ, to be doing what you're doing, just like Nip deserved that glory. Whether it's before or whether it's after. Motherfucker do something historical like that, give them that glory because you don't know what the fuck they going through. You don't know what it takes to sustain and maintain. You don't know nothing that come with this shit. So it's like to give somebody that type of level of support, people should be doing that. And I feel like that's what we don't do as a black community at best anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why is it a bad thing to up another man? Definitely a black man. Should be giving him the most motherfucking love. Give him all the glory. Give him every bit of gas that he needs to get to his motherfucking destination. Because from here, from the time he starts that GPS to the fucking destination, you got to go through a bunch of bullshit. So through all that bullshit, through all that adversity, through all them discouraging moments, through all them ups and downs, motherfucker need gas, man. If you ain't got gas, you're not gonna make it to the end. So motherfuckers like you, man, and like y'all and all my supporters out there that move like that and support the campaign and know everything, that shit is bigger than me than you will ever know, because I wouldn't be at this point if it wasn't for my biggest supporters like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers just be tapping in just because it's trendy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want the trendy motherfuckers. I'll take it. But I want the motherfuckers like you, champ. That's motherfucker that's
real.
I know everything. Hey, man, give me the G-Squizzle test. I'm going to answer every motherfucking thing, and I'm going to ace this bitch. When motherfuckers move like that, I won't even ask them questions, because I'm like, motherfuckers say that to me, I ain't asking them shit. You know every goddamn thing. You see what I'm saying? But I can tell in the dialect when I meet somebody how much they've watched me, how much I've inspired them, how much I motivated them, because you ain't gonna be, if I've really been able to have a touch on you like that, you ain't gonna be able to hold your glory in with me. You see what I'm saying? You're not, because I'm gonna make it too comfortable for you. I'm gonna make too comfortable of an atmosphere for you to be able to say it to me. You see what I'm saying? So if you can hold it, then you don't really fuck with me like that. That's how I look at it. Don't be like, hey man, I don't really want no picture. No, I'm gonna ask you if you want a picture. I don't care if you say yes or you say no. Because if you think, why are people prideful to even ask for a fucking picture? There's not too many people I'd ask for a picture for in the world, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So for the people I would ask a picture of, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some full historical motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's ever a good thing when a person is holding in, giving somebody glory, or holding in, giving somebody their flowers or their roses. I seen Master P the other day. I was on a first class flight, me and Jazz. I seen him. We sitting right next to each other the whole goddamn time. As soon as I seen him, I gave him his roses. You see what I'm saying? Because what did I just tell y'all earlier that motivated me with him? How he got it out the trunk. You see what I'm saying? How he got it off the muscle. How he went out there and he went and got it. He didn't wait for nobody to give him shit. He went out there and did it all on himself. You know, whether you agree with him, whether you like him, whether you love his music or you don't. That motherfucker, you can't, nobody say they did a motherfucker. He built that himself. And he brought everybody around him up for the people that wanted to come up, from what I could see. You see what I'm saying? So when I seen him, guess what I did? I did exactly what you're doing with me right now. With my fucking wife right next to me. I ain't give a fuck about looking like nothing. Hey man, listen, man, speak you that nigga, brother. What you doing? Everything I've seen, watched all your interviews, Earn Your Leisure. I'm sitting there, I'm watching everything you do, brother. You see what I'm saying? And after Nip, like I told you, I didn't follow on every platform as much as I should have. But the thing is after Nip passing away, it made me say, for everybody I'm fucking with, I'm following. Whether they follow me back or nothing, I'm following them niggas. On Instagram, I'm on here. If I'm on this platform, I'm following my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Who I'm fucking with and who inspired and motivated me. So it's like, I see him, I tell him, and I'm fully somebody, right? So why would I have to give him roses? Why I got to give him glory? And I'm sitting there with my wife. Why? That maybe she might look at me like I'm a groupie, and maybe he might look at me like I'm a groupie, or that, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, if you let your pride or ego get in the way, you know what I'm saying? You're going to make it a situation that he shouldn't even have to be, because it doesn't even matter. Just get a man his glory. If you fuck with him and he's motivates you, inspires you in any kind of way, he gives a fuck how you look, man. He gives a fuck how you feel. Tell him.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
100%. But the most fucked up part about it is that they wouldn't do it like in person or over social media or whatever the case, but they're gonna see everything you're doing though behind closed doors. So when they go home, they looking at everything, but they just not gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, they just not gonna tell you that.
I personally think why people don't show support that want to, because I feel like it's an education problem. You know, they hide behind words like clout chasing, you know, dick riding, you know, like stuff like that. And it's like, it's not negative just to shout somebody out because they inspire you or you doing something that you want to do that you probably don't have the ability to do now, but maybe because you watch somebody else, maybe it'll inspire you to go, and do that thing. So it's like, I don't really understand why people do that, but it needs to stop, like you said, because there's no point to it. You know what I mean? If someone did it before you, they laid down the blueprint, or they laid down the tracks, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? So when you see that person in real life, as a man or a woman, you should be like, you know what, salute you, here, your roses. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. Because you know what, without you, I wouldn't have known how to even, begin that path or however. So yeah, man, I think that's what's up.
And that shit, and you know how right you is, that's prominent in the Black community. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have two, and this was one thing that I talk about with my dog, Mr. Organic, all the time, and I talk about with my wife. You see what I'm saying? Love is Slim. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe, man, for everybody up in the building. You know what I mean? Is you have two Black people together, right? Like, let's say I do social media, right? There's another dude who's Black, and let's say he's same or similar with me in platforms, or less or higher, whatever the case is. There's not too many of us Black people on these platforms that's YouTubers is doing shit, right? You'll fully see a motherfucker, but won't acknowledge them. Or here's what happened. It'll be like, of course, Master P didn't know me, but I didn't give a fuck about him knowing me, because guess what I did do? After I gave him his glory, I said, hey, nigga, and I'm this nigga too, champ. Let me tell you something. We got to link up. We got to do some shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, whether he does or he doesn't, that's on him. But I built the bridge. I created it, and I extended a hand. You see what I'm saying? And whether you take the hand or you leave it hanging, I extended and I did something I can live with myself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like other black YouTubers will be doing this shit, and the next thing you know, you'll be sitting there, you'll be like, whether you agree with the motherfucker doing or you don't, they'll fully see somebody in a different world and another motherfucker over here doing anything, and then you'll come up to them, give them some glory, but then they try to act like they don't know you. No, motherfucker, you know who these motherfuckers is.
Exactly.
Stop trying to act like because you over here on this level and this motherfucker over on this level that you don't know who this motherfucker is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You motherfucker comes to you, hey man, I fuck with what you do, and you know good and damn well you know who this motherfucker is, and you don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to make it seem like you know them is because you feel like you this big person or you. That to me, that shit is whack, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that shit exists within the black community, brother. Motherfuckers don't be want to help and extend no hands to nobody. That's how I knew. I knew from the beginning how I moved everything with me that I'm different. My dog, Mr. Organic, always told me like, man, you's a different nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know because I'm always going to extend hands, even to the motherfucker who I feel like wouldn't do it for me. I'm still like, because it hurts me nothing to do it. You see what I'm saying? It hurts me nothing at all to extend somebody a hand. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you misuse me or you take me for granted, you're never going to get a hand extended to you ever again. You see what I'm saying? But if you appreciate it and you reciprocate it, then that's how friendships are built. That's how foundations are built. You see what I'm saying? But it takes somebody to lay the first brick, to extend the first hand. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That shit just be whagging. I hate seeing that shit with black people, man. I really do. I don't like that shit. Like I see so much shit, and I'd be like, you just don't see that shit exist within no other communities. At least I don't.
You really don't.
I'm like, you got a black motherfucker over here doing something great. You got another black motherfucker over here doing something great. Why you niggas don't link up together, man, and make something historical? Why is it a competition?
Hey, speaking of which, not to cut you off,
no,
but speaking of, you know what I'm saying, somebody doing great over here, another one doing great over here, man, and I hope you don't mind I do this. We got a few more questions for you, but I hope you, man, normally we go for an hour, but like I said, man, if the conversation is good,
too legendary.
Just don't mind, man. Yeah, we definitely keep going. And I feel like we're going to be on for a little while more if you don't mind.
Man, I don't care at all, man. I took my time out for y'all, man.
We appreciate that, man. But like I said, speaking of one great here and another great there, you know what I'm saying? Aside from you and obviously Mr. Organic, man, yo, I had to like I always say, man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you got a party, you want everybody to come to your party, right? So I hope you don't mind that I did this, man. So I had to invite another legendary individual to come on because when I knew you was coming, and like I said, I was like, man, it would be so dope to have these two that are arguably the top two in the game right now when it comes to our demographic on YouTube, on social media. I was like, I gotta bring them in too. You know what I'm saying? Because just to hear the correspondence from y'all, I know will be priceless. So please, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in our brother. You know what I'm saying? None other than Mr. CJ on 32 is in the building.
My nigga, what's that?
What up?
What's up, man?
What up, bro?
I just texted you too. You just hit me. We was just texting.
Yeah, I seen it and I jumped in the live, man. I was out just trying to stay busy, man. I had something I'm gonna put in a video tomorrow, so I was outside with my boys while they was testing it out. You know, just trying to stay busy, bro.
Hey, congrats on that adventure though, too, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
It's top of the move, champ.
I watched. Hey, I'm going through it right now, but I watched your video today. I like that green.
I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
I like that green. I wonder what you're gonna do on top of that, because I heard you saying you're gonna add something else on there.
Yeah. Hey, man, I see some pictures and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I can't.
Sorry for your loss, though, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
For real, bro. Sorry for that, man.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Man, like, look what DJ doing, man. Like, he just lost his mother. You know, rest in peace. You know, and you gotta think about that. Like, and he's still putting up content. So somebody looking at him, they not even looking at him like he a human being. Like, yeah, you understand, like he went through a loss, right? But you like, motherfuckers don't care. When's the next video coming? You know what I'm saying? How about this? Y'all worried about that? Why don't you go back and watch every last video he's ever done? Because I know a lot of motherfuckers ain't watched everything. Go back and watch everything. So when you take a hiatus or you take a moment for yourself, go back and watch everything he's ever done. Go up to the shop, buy up some shit. Go buy his motherfucking merch. Go buy everything. You see what I'm saying? If you really supporting the campaign and what he's doing, and you really care about what he's going through as a man and as a human being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I said, we matter of fact, we put it in our video, you know what I'm saying, that we just put out today, actually. And, you know what I'm saying, our condolences for sure. You know what I'm saying, praise
Absolutely.
up, and, you know what I'm saying, praise for you and your family. Because, like I said, you know, it's one thing, you know what I'm saying, people, you know, they always say praise up and things like that or whatnot, but they don't really feel it unless it really happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Unless they feel themselves. But like I said, man, but if you really rock with people, man, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, you hate to see somebody going through something like that, man. So, and like I said, and to tall guys, you know what I'm saying, to what he was saying, exactly, man, the fact that you know what I'm saying, that you're going through that, and the fact that you can still, you know what I'm saying, keep your spirits up as far as putting out content, going out there, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, doing things like that. Like I said, Stunner Research put it out, you know what I'm saying, you're probably the strongest guy that he knows. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that. Like, I know that video wasn't just a video to put out. Like, I'm sure, you know, somebody feels that because we seen it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, man. Again, prayers for you and your family. And, you know what I'm saying? We hate to see you go through that for real, for real.
Appreciate it, man. It was like a bittersweet day yesterday, bro. You know, I stepped up. I got my dream car, you know, and I signed a 6-figure deal because I just signed up with a manager that CJ put me on. So I signed a 6-figure deal yesterday, and I couldn't celebrate none of that shit. So I'm kind of happy that the windshield was broke in my Aventador that I couldn't even bring it home. So I haven't took delivery of it yet until the new windshield come next week. So it was like all this shit, good shit happening, but then I got to deal with, you know, with my mother. So it's been fucked up. I don't think I've been asleep yet. I've been up like 24 hours, 27 hours, 28 hours.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
because I'm the type of person that like to deal with shit alone. So I was alone here last night, and that's where it ate me up the most. And I let everything out, and it fucked me up, man. I was fucked up, and it was tough. You know, Stunner was with me. We actually just got done doing all the paperwork, and we was at that restaurant eating, and I told my family because I knew that morning that I was taking her off of the breathing machine. So I knew she was going to go minutes. I knew she wasn't going to last long off the breathing machine. So I told my kid's mother just send me the praying hands when it was over because I didn't go. I couldn't see her like that. I want to remember her how the last time I seen her when I was there. And once she sent me them praying hands, bro, I just broke down in the restaurant, threw my food away, and just went outside. It was like devastating. Like, it's different. Like, I done lost a lot of family members and friends, but when it's your mom, it's man, I don't think I'll ever be the same. But I'm gonna continue to grind because that's just in me. That's just what I do. Always been a hustler. Always grinding, laying around, ain't gonna do shit but break me even more. So I gotta be out. I gotta be active.
Factuals.
Yeah.
Good time.
Niggas don't even know how to respond with that, brother. You know what I'm saying? What can you say after that? But other than sorry about your loss again, bro, and congrats on the 6-figure deal. But ain't that some real life shit? That's life, and that's life for real. Like, you get some best news, you got the biggest shit, you done upped your level fucking 20 times any, and then next you know, some bullshit happening. You like, that's life. That's just fucking whack. You know what I'm saying? That's life at the highest magnitude. To lose your mom? My nigga, all I could do is say sorry for your loss, bro. Because I couldn't, like I told you when I texted you, bro, I can't imagine what you're going through, dog.
Yeah, you know I got friends that lost their mom, and it's like you feel bad for them, but you never really experienced that full pain until it happened to you.
Facts.
Until you go through it, that's when you really gonna be like, damn, now I see what this person was feeling, because you can care, but it's just different because it's not you. So you can still carry on with your life at the end of the day. But when it happened to you and you gotta face reality and deal with it, and you're the power of attorney, like you gotta make all the decisions. You gotta plan everything. It's different, bro. Like it's different. It's hard, especially when I had to make the decision of taking her off the breathing machine.
Sorry for your loss, man. Again.
Facts.
Appreciate it. Definitely.
That's why I say one can only imagine, brother. One can't even. I feel like it would be disrespectful to even sit here and be like, man, I know what you're going through. Like, all you can do is say, man, I can't imagine what you're going through. Because like you said, until it happened to you, man, you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? So all one can do is ever say is just sorry, bro, because how can you even respond to that? I'm even really, to be honest with you, brother, I'm impressed, dog, that you even being able to sit there and even get into this live stream right now. You know what I'm saying? That you even able to talk to niggas right now about this shit. It's a real testament to how strong you is, bro.
Yeah, last night, bro, like I said, it was just so unreal, and I let pretty much of it out, and I catch myself like throughout the day when I'm vlogging, I got to take breaks, but man, when you going through shit like that, it's cool to talk to people about it. You know, I got a lot of subscribers who really do care about me. You know, I got thousands of messages, thousands of phone calls, so I got to keep pushing, bro. You know, I can lay down, and just laying down doing nothing, crying, not gonna bring my mom back. You know, I got to continue the legacy. I got to keep grinding, man. The only way I'm going is up. And you know, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like a lot of new doors opening, and I don't want to take that time off and slow down where I'm headed.
Yeah,
understandable.
Yeah, we understand that. And while we're on that subject, man, shout out to you know, saying YouTube on the budget, who just went to a similar situation
Shout out to
long
YouTube
ago.
on the budget.
Yeah, YouTube on the budget just went through a similar situation not too long ago, man. So shout out to him too. You know what I'm saying?
The real
but yeah, man. So like I said, so we wanted, you know, and when I extended the invite, I mean, that was kind of part of it too, because I knew you was kind of going through things. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, maybe you coming on, you know what I'm saying, with somebody like 12 car reviews, and then I know y'all was texting, but you know what I'm saying, maybe that might help you.
He texted me. I definitely me and him talked not too long ago for about an hour and a half. He liked somebody I respect and really like on YouTube, because when I was going through this stuff, like it's been going on for years, but when it got serious, I had unfollowed everybody on Instagram. And you know, a lot of people unfollow me back, not knowing what I was going through, but this man never unfollowed me. Like, he stayed solid, you know, and he reached out to me, and we talked for a long time. So I definitely told him he got my respect forever.
Likewise, brother. Like I said, you got my respect, brother, in so many ways, and this is just one more of them, brother. To be able, like, I honestly don't know. I don't think nobody would ever know until you go through something like that, like you said, unless you go through it personally. But bro, from this standpoint, I don't think I'd even be able to get on that screen, brother, and even show the type of level of strength that you showing right now, my nigga. That's tough. Respect to you, bro.
It's tough, man. But
respect.
You know, I just feel like this is what I do. Like, I love. It used to be I want to get rich off the shit, but now I love doing what I do because of how it make other people feel and how it uplift other people. So I get more from that now. You know, somebody inbox me like, I look up to you. When I'm out, people telling me they look up to me. So that my subscribers actually keep me strong, bro. They keep me level.
100%.
They don't know how much they mean to us, you know. Just like we mean stuff to them, they don't know how much they mean to us.
And I was just talking about that earlier, when I fellas.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly what you said.
Absolutely.
You got the fuck niggas that see through the crack and that try to pull you down. You know what I'm saying? But there's way more abundantly of people that we really impacting and touching, and they give us fuel to keep going through what we going through, because all these leaps of faith, all these emotions you go through up and down like a roller coaster, all that shit. You need fuel to get through this shit. You know what I'm saying? And right now, man, I hope you get all the fuel you need in the world, CJ, dog, because you deserve it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. That came a long way in 4 years. So, man, just leveling up, bro. It's all about leveling up, man.
100%.
It's about leveling up in life. You know, I don't want to just be here. I want to just keep going and going and going. And it's hard, though. People don't understand how hard this shit really is. This YouTube shit is hard, and it can get stressful, because 1 minute your videos you doing 100,000 views, and then your shit drops. So it's a mind thing. It's stressful, and you got to be strong. Because when you ain't making that same money, you feel that shit. It affects you. It affects how you feel. When people not watching your shit, it affects you.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that's saying it don't is lying, because it do.
Yeah, some just show it better than others, or some hide it better than others.
Yeah.
But, excuse me, but it's definitely the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear no lies being spoken from CJ, for sure. That's just different. You know what I mean? And not only that, but it's like to even take the leap of faith, to re-spark motherfuckers, get them back to shit. Like, I see, and the thing is, what people don't see too is how I was used to put out videos at a high clip. This nigga CJ still doing it every day. You be like, this nigga is crazy. Like it was just a whole motherfucker be lined up for fucking just forever. I don't think I can remember the last time I went through a long drought of not putting up no videos, and that's how I gotta be.
I think I done posted probably a little bit over 2 years without missing a day.
Yeah.
But it got me to where I'm at now, you know? It got me to, I'm switching out of a Huracan 6 months later into a 80, only 80 made Aventador Roadster Pirelli. So it's worth it because it's like motivation in your own head. Whenever I got in that the Huracan is like all the motivation I need. I start smiling to myself, bro. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm finna get to this video today. I'm finna do this shit. I want more. You know, some people get success and be content. I want it all, bro. I just want to keep going. I'm hungry, you know, especially getting it the right way now. And now just staying consistent opens so many more doors. So now I'm really finna, you know, get to where I want to be at. But not just with me, bro. I bring up everybody around me, bro. Everybody around me is leveling up. They ain't leveling up as fast, but I help them get monetized and get to where they at. You know, a lot of people I help, so that's cool too because I got a lot of younger guys in my circle and they all leveling up.
That's what's up. I think you two are literally the epitome of that when it comes to this game. You know what I'm saying? Tall guy. I mean, we could talk about it all day. You know what I'm saying? Not only does he do that with the people, you know what I'm saying, like Mr. Organic and everything else, and you know, everybody else that comes around them. As a matter of fact, you know, you damn near push your whole family. You know what I'm saying? To yo, get on this. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is viable. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you can literally eat off of. But not only that, you know, it's commendable that both of you guys. First thing y'all do when y'all meet people with the camera, yo, shout out your YouTube, shout out your IG, shout out everything you got. You know what I'm saying? So people go out there and check out what you got going on. You guys don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you guys got a big platform. That's, you know, for if you want to keep it 100, you know, a buck. That's there's a monetary value that's associated with that you guys are not really caring. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a certain amount of subscribers, you got a certain amount of followers, certain amount of support. So for somebody to go onto your platform and be like, yeah, I'm FaTKaT, yo, go follow me on FaTKaT, da da da. Like there's a monetary value that's associated with that. And for you guys just to be able to do that, yo, that's the
Like
ultimate
said,
love. You know what I'm saying?
Like Tall Guy said, it's not taking nothing from you. How is it hurting you? It's not hurting you. You know, anything is helping you because if they got a channel, they so happy to see you that they're putting you on their channel. So everybody don't got the exact same followers. We share a lot of the same followers, but you might gain one or so what if he gained 50 from you, you probably gain 1 or 2 from him. You still growing, you know, you still getting introduced to a new audience. And that's why a lot of people be like, oh, why you keep buying these new cars? It ain't too much you can do. You see what these white boys doing? They got supercars and getting millions of views. I'm trying to level up. I'm not trying to drive. It's about leveling up. Like the Hellcats and all that shit, cool. But if you able to level up, why not level up? That's what it's about. Like, I think more people should be happy for us. Like, look at the shit we got. Look at the shit Mr. Organic got. Look what Tall Guy got. Look what I got. Look at TJ Millionaire. Just it's certain levels, bro, that they don't expect us to be at. And we're there. There's not many of us that's there.
That's a fact. So for the ones that are there, it should be a camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? We should all be open arms, whether we agree with each other on how we are, how we move, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is we do things internally that should make us want to grow, right? We should want to scale, like I was telling y'all earlier, but we shouldn't just want to scale individually. We should also want to scale with each other. So it's like every other ethnicity, what they do, they get together. One got him over here, like, you know what I'm saying? The other one come over here. Everybody's supporting, you know, one cause, and that's the level up, like CJ's talking about. So it's like, why are all of us? Why does black people got to be crabs in a barrel? Why can't we all be together? Fuck if like, you know what I'm saying? If he is sending a motherfucker and there's some things that we can correlate with, if there's nothing that we have in common, one thing is in common, that we all do this shit called YouTube. And that's what I was telling y'all before. So if we all do YouTube, fuck our feelings, fuck who this motherfucker is, fuck how this motherfucker act. Nah, we black people as a whole, let's come together, We all got waves. Let's come together. Let's all build one big ass tsunami wave. Why not? That's what they do. CJ just talked about that. That's what everybody else do. Why can't we do that?
It's a lot of jealousy, bro. You know that. It's a lot of jealousy. Like when we talk, it's a lot of jealousy, and a nigga don't want you to feel like you got more than them, and they hate when you come up.
I was about to say, I also think it's a lot of uneducation too. I think there's a lot of uneducation as well.
They cool, but when you start to grow and take off, they don't like that shit, bro. Like I don't know. You know, it's just what it is. You know, and we can sit up here and say whatever we want. After this conversation done, the black community just gonna always be fucked up. They're gonna always try to pull each other down. Period.
I think, you know what though, and I think that's exactly what it is, man. Like I said, even just going to the fact of some simple as showing love. Like it doesn't even got to be like, hey, I want what you got, but something as simple as, yo, man, that dude is doing it, man. I like what he's doing. I like what he stands for. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna show. Like we can't even do that half the time. You know what I'm saying? So
because
we definitely
the pride is the ego thing. So everybody say, man, I want to see you do good. I just don't ever want to see you do better than them. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. My dog, Mr. Organic, he's flourishing. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Right. But he's exactly who I always knew he would be. Exactly, get everything I knew he would get. I used to tell him I said, bro, I don't know how you ain't got everything, because he's so genius. He's so smart. He go and find a way to get a million different hustles. He's just, that's who he is. Kind of like CJ. You see what I'm saying? Like they're similar in a lot of ways. So it's like to see him doing and getting everything that he's ever wanted now. Hey, he got way more cars than me. The motherfucker rich, man. Let me tell you something, man. Motherfucker got more bread, more cars, more everything. And I couldn't be more happy. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tell them all the time, it's good to see it come to fruition. But a lot of times, this is where a lot of their closest niggas' hands would have been exposed. You see what I'm saying? Because now he first, you've been like, man, I'm gonna think he this or he think, nah. This is what, you know what I'm saying? This is what I've always wanted. The thing is like I told y'all earlier in this conversation, this was shit that I never even like. It was like, yeah, if I hit the lotto, hit 100 million, cool, I'll be doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if I could just made 100 grand a year, bro, and like I said, got some food, paid my phone bill and a car note without having to check my account, I'd have been kosher. You know what I'm saying? This is all God's plan, because this damn sure wasn't mine. So to see him always say these are all the things he wanted, and to finally see him getting it, it makes me happy, because at the end of the day, that's why I've never been in competition with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that I've always known I was different. You know what I'm saying? And then the more I grow, the more I see all this social media shit, and I just be like, man, that shit is just whack. How niggas be competing with other niggas, worried about what this nigga doing over here, worried about this motherfucker doing here. Fuck with nigga. How about you just hit this motherfucker up? You do some shit with him, he do some shit with you. We all do some shit together, and we all just grow. Because at the end of the day, you having food on your plate, him having food on his plate, no matter how much food he get, it's gonna take no food off your plate. Him and vice versa. So how about everybody just link up and get to this motherfucking money, man, and stop competing with each other? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That shit's
and my hope is that the people that are watching this and watch the replay will go back to their circles and be like, hey, they were saying some real shit. Let's actually try and do what they were talking about and see how it works. Because it's like, yo, like again, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with supporting another person, even if you don't know them. If they just inspire you, there's nothing wrong with supporting them. So it's like my hope is the people that are watching, and also the people that watch the replay, they take the message that you and CJ are saying and run with it and actually build something off of that and stop fighting. Like it's whack, it's corny, like you said.
I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. I mean, you know, it's cool individual. I mean, it does start with each individual person, but I believe it's just us as a culture. Like, we need to break those chains as a culture. Period. You know what I'm saying? And granted, it's you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, one by one is going to happen, but it just needs to happen as a culture. Period, man. But I got one other question for y'all, man. And both of you guys, tall guy, you could go first, and then CJ, because I know we've been on almost 2 hours, man, and I don't want to keep y'all too long.
About to break a record.
That's good.
What do you got? Hey. But this was a legendary night, man. So for anybody who's watching this, I mean, if you guys clicked off at any moment, man, you guys are missing a lot of jewels, a lot of gems, man. And again, man, we greatly appreciate CJ for coming on tonight with us. You know what I'm saying? For stopping through, we greatly appreciate him. But real quick, man, like I said, tall guy, you can take it first, and then CJ. Was that
the video working cool, right?
Yeah. That's good. We can see
Somebody
it.
just tried calling and said shit's kind of blacked out a little bit.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. So like I said, tall guy, you can take it first, man, and then CJ, you can take it from there. But what do you guys? So I mean, we talked about all this, you know, what you guys are doing, and all the success and everything else, and everything you guys have came up with thus far. But what do you guys like realistically? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Like, do you still see yourself on YouTube? Do you still see yourself, you know what I'm saying, like doing this whole social media thing, or do you see yourself like, you know, expanding, doing other things, or what? I mean, whatever it is. But where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
That's a good question, man. I see. Obviously, I'm already married. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely see kids for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On just a personal level and the foundation I'm trying to build. You know, I see us owning a lot of real estate. I see us, you know, having some real conglomerate shit going on around here. You know what I'm saying? And as far as YouTube, I definitely see, as long as there's a YouTube platform, I can never see myself fully ever stopping YouTube. I don't care if I had $1 billion, because this is what started it. You know what I'm saying? Even if shout out to Stunner Reese, man. Even if, you know, I can only do one video a month or whatever, like I can never see me stopping YouTube fully, completely. You know what I'm saying? So I always see me doing YouTube, you know, even if it's just to get back in there, you know, and re-tap in with my people and keep them up to date with everything every so often, you know. But, you know, as of right now, you know, I like to work in silence. So I feel like I got a lot of different things brewing behind the scenes. So I see a lot of different stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, semi-trucking company business, real estate, this, that, third, just everything. And then me and my wife, we got a lot of stuff building behind the scenes as well. A lot of stuff I just don't want to speak on until I don't like to count my eggs before they hatch. You know, so once they actually hatch, you know, and the chicks get to falling out, then I'll share that with the world and let them see that as well. But 5 to 10 years, that's definitely what I see for sure.
Facts. CJ?
I'm gonna always feel like I'm gonna be on, like you said, on the platform as long as there's a YouTube, because this was a big breaking point. I always had cars and rims and all that shit, but this just opened the door for me to do things legally and in a better way. So I'm gonna always be here as long as the platform got me here. But as far as future, like trucking company, I promised Boots we're gonna start a trucking company together. No point in him driving for the white man when we can be business partners and work together. And like Tall Guy said, I just signed a 6-figure deal. I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. I started an OnlyFans teaching people about YouTube, and like the first week that took off. I do promotions on like Instagram and stuff. And I got a lot of stuff that I don't talk about on camera that's going on. So man, I'm wherever the money at. You know, I'm setting myself up for the long run right now. So wherever the contract I signed for 3 years. So I'm just setting myself up for the long run, man. I can't really predict the future, but I got some ideas, and the motive is to get rich and right now too, trying to put my oldest son in a position, because he got more talent than me. So I'm laying the foundation for him and my younger friends that's around me. So that's my plans, man. Just stay business minded, you know. And right now I got a lot of merch coming soon. So once I get into that line, I'm supposed to be linking up with Omi on that. So once I get in that lane, the sky, only way we going is up. There ain't no limit, bro. Like, I want all the money. It's just so much opportunities. People just so stuck on getting money the familiar way. And they always hate on us YouTubers. They hate on us so much. Like, they act like we ain't shit. Like, oh, you just a YouTuber. If they take YouTube away, nigga, I just got paid $5,000 to go to South Carolina for a car show. Like, we're getting money outside of YouTube. It's just so many other things that YouTube opened the door for us to have the clout that we got now, to do things, to put us on a bigger platform for the world to see us. So now more people know about us. But yeah, us YouTubers, man, we got a lot of good stuff going, so that's my plans, that's my goals, man, just to keep grinding. That's it. I can't say nothing else. I grind every day. I grind in my sleep. I count numbers in my sleep. So once you get in the position that we're in, and you're just like living your dreams in a short period of time, you gonna have that mindset of I'm gonna grind. And whether or not I talk to these guys every day, I take little stuff from every. I don't allow them to watch white YouTubers, but my brothers that's doing the car stuff, Tall Guy, Mr. Organic, Stunner, just people that's doing business minded stuff. I take little stuff from everybody I watch, see what they doing, because that helps me. Like, I should be doing this. All that merchandise stuff that got put in my head pretty much from Mr. Organic only. You know, the OnlyFans that got put in my head from
me too.
Man. So it's like, you know, they put me on a lot of game when I was down there. The whole deal that I'm signed up with now, that came from CJ. You know, that came from his manager. Now she's my manager. So
and we can't forget the promos. I see them promos been going crazy.
Which one?
Been going crazy too.
Oh
if you cap it,
right now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna take that. If you could take a quick 10,000 a week for posting the pictures up in some swipe ups, you got to take it. You know,
right, sir.
OnlyFans. But I'm giving them game, and they messaging me, and you can network with me on another level. Like, I got paragraphs of actually talking to people. Time is money. You know, can't get mad at nobody for, you know, my time is money now. Right. So if you want to chop it up, go subscribe to my OnlyFans. Shit, we can chop it up there. Everybody's charging for something.
Thanks.
Right. There's like, you know, Modern Day Muscle said it. My bad. Go ahead, Charlie.
No, I said it's all about trying to build that generational wealth. Like what CJ is talking about with his son. You know, I don't got kids, neither does my wife, but we about to have them. And at the end of the day, you know, it should always be able to build a foundation. That should be the goal, to build a foundation. Like, you know what I'm saying, that you can have where your kids is good and their kids is good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what all the white people did. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we do it? We can do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a long, strenuous journey and a road that you got to go down to get there. And a lot of people ain't willing to weather whatever storm it takes, time and time again, to be able to get there. Like, hear what CJ's saying and hear about you right now in this conversation. As he's talking about everything he's just talking about, you forget that this man even just lost his mother. Like, really think about that. That is weathering a storm. You see what I'm saying? So you got here, you got here. You got everything in between. This is the beginning, this is the finish line. Everything in between, there's going to be things that's going to try your best to make you stop. You see what I'm saying? And as big as something is losing your mother, that's going to make 99.9% of people buckle, right? This man got on a live, and he's sitting there and he's talking about still building generational wealth. He's still talking about the grind. He's still talking about the 6-figure deal. Congrats, champ. You see what I'm saying? He's still talking about all these things with that he's dealing with. And you don't know what his internals is going through. You don't know what his fears is. You don't know what his insecurities is. You don't know shit. But you know this, the nigga's saying he's not going to stop. That's the nigga that's going to get to the bag. Same thing with Omi. Everything that happened with Omi, and he's looking what he's doing right now. Same shit with my nigga, Mr. Organic. Same shit with me. These is motherfuckers. I seen some shit on Instagram said one time. It says, don't play with the people who have went through everything, where the world and everything is trying to take them down, and they still keep pushing, they still keep making it through it all, because that's a person anointed, touched by God. So leave God's people alone, because they are not to be fucked with. You see what I'm saying?
Amen.
That's it.
Amen.
Amen on that. Yeah, it's. I mean, that's super facts. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, that was going to be one of my questions, and I think you guys answered it throughout the night. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, what keeps you going, you know, in the low points? Because specifically, I was thinking about Utah guy, because I remember at one point, man, like, you know, that whole cancel culture, like, they was trying to come at you hard when the whole thing happened with the $4.99. Yeah, like subscribe, you know, what do you call it? Not subscribe, but the join. What is it? What? Yeah, the join button. Yeah, they tried to cancel you on that, and you came back super hard. Was like, I'm not even listening to y'all. Whatever. Like, you entertained it one time, I think, but then I think you got smart about it, and you was like, I'm not even going to entertain it, and I'm moving forward. So that was going to be one of my questions, man. But like I said, you guys answered it pretty much throughout this whole night. You know what I'm saying? What keeps you going in the low points?
Even talking about that real quick, just think about that. Think about that concept. Even if my message came out wrong, if you know who I am as a man, you know my integrity, you know the foundation in which I stand on. All 10 of these toes are solid, champ. You see what I'm saying? So even if I said something in a wrong way or I could have said something better, how the fuck y'all gonna be mad about it? What CJ talking about? Nigga trying to get to the money, trying to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Over something that small. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about y'all want to goddamn try to take food out of nigga mouth. Y'all want to cancel nigga platform or all that shit. What does that say? What does that say about you as a person?
The white boy
people
was doing that shit before you. Anyways, nobody said nothing.
It said it way more brutally. It's the fact that we niggas and we doing it. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that all white people, all Mexican, all any other race is thinking this way about us, because I know I got a super diverse group of people that fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not sitting there saying it's all of them, but there's a lot of people where that leaves a real bitter taste in their motherfucking mouth. Because how did you go and do something that you love to do, have fun doing and all that shit, and you bringing up other people with you? You see what I'm saying? This world, before I got on this platform, it was filled with, and it's no offense, but it was filled with a lot of white people. There wasn't no real niggas on this shit doing it and moving like this. Not like how me and my nigga Mr. Organic came in the building, how CJ's in the building, how Omi, there wasn't no niggas like that. You see what I'm saying? So to be able to come in the door and do that, that's why them motherfuckers feel, a lot of motherfuckers was feeling they had their panics all in a bunch because of it. Because it's like, you're just looking for any little thing. It's kind of like if you got a person who you say you fuck with, right? And I always say this, if this motherfucker does one little thing, but I say I fuck with him, but he does one little thing that rubs me the wrong way, and I didn't communicate it, and I'm like, man, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga for life. Hope he died, start saying wild shit. If that's the case, then that you been ain't fuck with me, champ, because if something that small could get you to go way off the deep end like that, then you weren't never pure from the beginning. Plain and simple.
Yeah, facts. FaTKaT looks like he dropped out. Hopefully he's able to come back in.
Not that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man. But well, I guess FaTKaT asked that question in the next 5 to 10 years. Where do you guys see yourself? My question was going to be like, are you excited for the future? Does the future scare you? Do you have doubts about the future? Do you just know? Do you just know within your mind and the way you plan things out? And this is for the both of you guys. Talk. I can go first, CJ. After, like, do you just know that it's gonna work out because you've been, going in the way you've been going this whole time?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. But honestly, to be real with you, dog, I'm not scared about shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the last thing that I feel like I really needed to conquer was my fears and insecurities about getting married and having kids. You know what I'm saying? And I conquered that with my wife, and I'm going to continue to. You know what I'm saying? So everything else, like, I feel like I conquered those other fears about being broke, not figuring out what to do, leaps of faith, risk here, risk there. I feel like I got through that once I came out of prison. I said, man, listen, I'm already at the bottom of the most bottom, man. So what the fuck can I lose? You know what I'm saying? So my motto still goes like that today. I still my mentality today. You know what I'm saying? Like Nip say, man, ball till we fall, fuck out of story again. You know what I'm saying? If I'm putting my best foot forward every single motherfucking day, I'm giving this shit every single thing I got every single day. I'm trying my best to put all my octopus tentacles in the many spots, whether it's a semi-structure, whether it's real estate, whether it's stock, whether it's all these different things. And I know I'm spreading myself out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to put as many suction cups on as many different things to grow this generational wealth to be able to not only take care of my people, but myself as well. And the kids that I'm trying to build with my wife. If I fail doing that, my nigga, hey, then God bless America, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not scared about a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know I'm anointed, I'm touched by God, man. I'm not worried about shit. You know what I'm saying? So if God want me to do something, I'm from the time I came home from prison, man, everything, I done just followed his lead. You know what I'm saying? So, and it still continues today. So it's like, if this failed, something else is gonna pick up. I'm gonna do something again. I'm a nigga that's not gonna stop. Nothing is gonna take me down until the day I go. I'm grinding. I'm getting to it, and I'm not stopping about nothing. So I'm not scared about shit, champ. You know what I'm saying? Not no more.
That's what's up. CJ.
Definitely, I'm with him. Not scared of shit, man. I've been jumping out the window, taking leaps of faith for the last 2 years, so, and I'm still doing it till today. Like, I just feel like I'm talented, and once the brand is made, it's going to be hard to erase somebody like us. We branded, so there's always going to be other opportunities if one don't work out. And right now, I'm speaking for both of us. We got multiple opportunities, so I ain't scared of nothing, man. I just jumped out the window yesterday, so I'm just going with it, and as long as I continue to grind, I feel I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna stop. I know a lot of like you said, a lot of people lay down. The situation that I'm in, but I can't lay down because I feel like just as many people is happy for me, it's a lot of people that want to just see me lay down and quit and give up, and I ain't gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going. And nothing gonna stop me till I'm in the grave. My grind is to the max right now. As hard as it is, I'm gonna still get my ass up and I'm gonna shoot a hell beat. When I get off of this, I'm gonna start adding my thumbnail and video tonight, and I'm prepared to shoot what I got to shoot tomorrow. So I'm not stopping. So if you thought anything was gonna slow me down, it's not. Anything, I'm finna go harder now. I'm finna go harder now.
Damn. Hey, my bad, man.
Welcome back.
Hey, look, man. Look, we talk about hurdles and roadblocks, man. My my power glitched and it kicked me out, man. My internet went down and everything, man. But
hey, don't be ashamed about your internet, man. It's all right, brother. Don't be ashamed, brother.
Yeah,
not
man.
Everybody. Hey, man, not everybody can have the top of the MOOC, the top of the
MOOC. Yeah, man, they try to hold me down. Hey, man. So, hey, I don't know what all you guys talked about while I was gone, but the very last question, man, before we get out of here, again, because I know we've been on for a minute. If you had to do it all over again, everything that you guys have been through, would you do it again? And what would you do differently? Now that you're looking back on it.
Go ahead, CJ.
Like everything in life?
No. I'm saying as far as social, like YouTube and everything else.
Nah. I would go through it again the same way, because the struggles and not quitting is where my character was built. You got to believe in yourself before anything. If you want other people to believe in you, got to believe in yourself. So, if I had to do it all over again, I'd start over and do it all over again. Well, only thing I can say about lifelong, I wish this shit was around when I was younger growing up. These young guys don't know how better life is and how much more opportunity they got than we had growing up. Like it's kids on here making millions now. So, I wish this shit was around when I was growing up. Maybe I wouldn't have been in the prison so many times or got in so much trouble. But if I had to do it over again, I'll start from nothing and do it all over. I like this journey, man. It's been stressful, but the payoff is everything. Once you weather that storm and you see yourself coming out on top, it's a good ass feeling.
No, yeah, I agree with you too, bro. But can you ask me a question one more time, FaTKaT, please?
I said, if you had to do it all over again when it comes down to YouTube and everything else, and just journey you've been on the last 4 or 5 years, would you do it all over again? And if you would, what would you do differently, if anything?
Yeah, I agree with CJ. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. So if you want to undo anything, you're pretty much asking to just undo God's work, or that you believe something that God made you go through to build you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all.
That's what's up, man. Hey, once again, man, we greatly appreciate you. Sorry, my brother. I know Garage Driven, he's probably still watching right now. He's literally, he drives over the road throughout the night.
He probably just crossed Georgia.
Yeah. So big time shout out to Garage Driven, man. I know he, if there was any night that he wanted to be here, it was probably this night here. Obviously, we've had CJ on historical. And speaking of which, see, I've said this to CJ a couple of times. I even said it to him in person. CJ, we owe a lot of Free Smoke, the platform. Again, because I'm not one of them dudes that we talked about. Like, I don't care about how I look. I don't care about people think it's corny, it's whack, this and that, and third. But I will always, because the thing is, man, there's certain things that are just facts. It is what it is. You don't have to be ashamed of the facts. You know what I'm saying? And the fact is that CJ on 32s, man, gave us our first big boost, to this channel, because he came on. We did a video about his C8 when he had painted it, freshly painted it. We did a video about it. and he came on and said, 32 game, and from there it's almost like 32 game got like a beacon, like they just follow him wherever he go. He literally just came in and said 32 game, and next thing you know, the comment section was flooded with 32 game. That video had thousands of views. Our first video that went over a couple thousand views, and then he came onto the platform. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. So I always tell him like, yo, we owe a big time gratitude to CJ on 32s because he was that first quote unquote big presence on social media to come and show our channel love. I mean, we were getting love, yes, but he was that first big, presence on social media to come through and be like, yo,
Absolutely.
I rock with these guys. And like I said, it gave us a big boost. And to this day, we get comments every single. It don't even got to be videos about CJ or anything he got going on, but they come in there and they drop that 32 gang. You know what I'm saying? They be like 32 gang all day. So we owe him a massive amounts of appreciation and gratitude for that. And like I said, I told him that plenty of times. But now we got Tall Guy car reviews, man. Like I said, it's just a blessing, and we greatly appreciate you guys for coming on because, like I said, y'all don't need to be here. Like I said, on the East Coast time, it's midnight. It's almost 12:30. CJ, I know it's almost 11:30 for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. So you guys don't have to be here, but we greatly appreciate it. And I want us to say this to you, man, before we close out. Specifically the Tall Guy, because I was telling you a lot of this stuff when you were in the comment section last video, and I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, tall guy this and tall guy that, and you were like, man, I'm just a regular dude. No, man, you're not. And I'm telling you this, and I really hope you soak this in, man. Like soak this in, like you not, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you may feel like that, but you're not when it comes to everything that you're doing in life, everything that you're loving up, and the people that you inspire, the people that you motivate, the people that literally just get up every single day and watch your videos. And now that we got CJ here, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People that just watch your videos to get through the day. You know what I'm saying? CJ, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you just went through in the last couple of days and the fact that you're still able to do it, people are watching that. You know what I'm saying? They're watching that. So don't ever feel like you guys are just, man, I'm just a regular dude, man, out here just doing it, and I'm just grinding. Nah, man, people are inspired by you guys. People are motivated by you guys. People literally feed their families by what you guys are doing because they take what you guys are doing in their lives and they apply it to their lives. And they're able to, you know what I'm saying, put food on their table, literally. You know what I'm saying? Or at least aspire to do that by what you guys are doing. And I will say this one more time, man, Tall Guy. If you don't know this, like I said, man, hopefully you really soak this in. I would put my mortgage on the fact that you, when it comes down to our demographic, you've probably inspired 90 to 95% of the people that picked up a camera and started doing what you're doing. I would put my mortgage on that. We had a few people that, hey, man, they were doing already, or they were doing other vlogs or what, like vlogging channels, and they switched over or whatnot, or people already had their own name. But I would say 90 to 95% of the inspiration, directly or indirectly, because they may be like, nah, it wasn't from Tall Guy, it was from so and so. Well, guess what? That person that you're saying that you're inspired by, guess who he was inspired by? Tall Guy Car Reviews, because Tall Guy Car Reviews was the first, you know what I'm saying, the first major dude that did it his way, and people looked at that and was like, oh, okay, I'll go buy a Mopar, I do this, I do that, and boom, you know what I'm saying, I could do this. So I know it's in, you know what I'm saying, for you to be humble, to be like, man, I'm just a regular dude, man. Bro, I'm telling you, right now, you could if you type in Mopar or whatever YouTube channel, I mean, there's thousands of channels that come up. And I would, like I said, I'll put my mortgage on it that 90 to 95% of that was indirectly or directly influenced by Tall Guy Car Reviews. I'm not afraid to say that. It is what it is. So take that, man. Take that and run with it, yo. Let that soak in. You are literally the reason that there is an entire genre on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate
And then we got people like CJ coming through, man, busting through walls as well, man, who's taking that torch and is also running with it as well. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all brothers, man. You guys definitely have my respect.
I told
him
that.
All respect.
In our conversation on the phone, I told him that he's number one and he's the Mopar. He opened that door. Dodge owed him a check. Like nobody can deny that or take that from him. If it wasn't for this, he made that Mopar movement what it is, the Hellcat for our culture. Like he opened that door. Like
Thank you, bro.
He's the absolute GOAT when it comes to that. It's not up for debate. Nobody could ever take that from you, bro. That's your title forever. You the king of that. You open that door. I didn't know what the hell a Hellcat was until I started watching this man. Like, what's the big deal? I didn't, I'm Chevy gang. I didn't know shit. And he's the GOAT, man, for that. When it comes to that, all this Mopar shit on YouTube, got to take your head off and give it to him, man.
Yep.
Got to. You have
Got
to.
to.
It's literally, it's where it came from. Like you are the reason why it's there. You know what I'm saying? You are the reason why people went out and bought a Mopar and said, I could do this too. Like I said, directly or indirectly, because some people might think, nah, it wasn't from Tall Guy, it was from, whatever other YouTuber. But guess what? That YouTuber got his inspiration from Tall Guy car reviews. There's no other way around that. You know what I'm saying? So take that for what it is, man. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck that. If
understand
you
that.
You lying, man. There's no way around that shit, bro. You lying. Like, I don't care. I didn't see nobody but this man. So when he done it, he opened that door. I don't care who had it first or what. He opened that door. And then he got the shot off. Like, he opened that door, man. So if you say different, you're lying.
100%. And Tall Guy, I'm gonna let you know one more secret though. You know what I'm saying? John 32 say he's Chevy gang, but we all know he Mopar, no car. Every car he buy,
we all know.
Car he been buying, it's all Mopar now.
Hey,
he don't want to tap out to it, huh?
I just jumped on I ain't gonna lie, I just jumped on the money bandwagon. That's all.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not Mopar, but now Tall Guy, you gotta tell him it's lamb talk, man. Y'all know it's lamb talk. I don't care about that shit. When I get a chance to ride, it ain't no Chevy. It ain't no Mopar, it's lamb talk. And when I get my Aventador, that motherfucker gonna have 40,000 miles on it by the end of the year when I pick it up next week. See,
fucking right, dog.
See, I do shit that they ain't gonna do. When I'm downtown, I drive my Lamborghini like it's a box Chevy. I pull up swerving, and now the doors go up. I'm pulling up with the doors up, so I'm gonna act as black as I can to let you know. It is what it is, shit. I work hard for this, and they're not gonna expect somebody that's street and look like me to come out of that car. That's why we gotta put 40s on everything. You finna know. This ain't that, man. So, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It took everything in me not to take the car. It was like, just take the car home, and when the windshield get here, we'll send a flatbed to your house to pick it up. But I'm like, nah, because then y'all might try to change some shit. So I'm like, nah, just get it when the windshield get in. So yeah, hopefully, and next week I'm dropping something that y'all know finna go viral on the internet. Can't say, but it's Mopar. So I'm about to have twins, and I'm about to drop another big release. So
we know we talking about
for that Friday. So
yeah, you already know, man.
Next week gonna be a bittersweet week. I plan on burying my mom on Thursday, and then Saturday I'm booked for a car show in Cincinnati, Ohio. Then me and Stunner got a car show on the 4th that Sunday. So yeah, man, I got a lot of shit going on. A lot.
Hey, well, let me say this, CJ, man. You listen here, brother. I've always told you, nigga, and I'm gonna continue to say it, and I'm always gonna tell you that nigga, brother. If ain't nobody ever told you that nigga, brother. FaTKaT, Modern Day Muscle, all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Even for the people that's at home and you watching this video or this live right now, y'all them niggas. Even if you caught it a year later, you them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And when I say niggas, you ain't gotta be black. We can be talking about white, pink, purple, blue, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that need to hear that, you that motherfucking nigga, man. Keep going, keep striving, and keep building up this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and don't be mad,
lamb
man.
Talk, nigga.
We going lamb. See, he just said it. It's lamb talk, man. We trying to elevate shit. Nigga, I want all the Mopars to be supercars 4 more years from now. Shit, Mr. Organic running with it. He got the head start. He got the whole lineup. A powerhouse. Shit, we ain't trying to stay the same. We trying to go.
He got the starting roster over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he do. Hey, man, once again, man, hey, we appreciate you, brothers, for coming on, man, and spending time with us here at Free Smoke, man. Tall Guy car reviews, man, like I said. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man.
The epicest video ever, man. We got it, man, before the year ends, somehow we got to make it happen with the Aventadors, bro. We got to get that video somehow.
Man, let's go. Come, bring that motherfucker to LA, man.
Hey, man, hell, that ride, I think, when we rode to Vegas to take CJ So Cool to the Bumblebee, man, that ride was like 28 hours, bro. I might have to ship that motherfucker. Because I was supposed to have been coming to Forgiato. I supposed to went last month, but I couldn't come. But I'm gonna get down there, man. Definitely. Well, I just got a new dually and I got a driver, so we might put it on the road, man. You know I'm on world tour right now.
You know, all you gotta do is
hit
me, bro. You know my line's always open.
We gotta make something happen, bro.
All you gotta do is say the word. You know I'm a nigga that's about it, brother. So all you gotta do is say the word.
You like driving though, man. So you might need to get on the trailer, man, to make it happen. I got plenty of content over here for you. You ain't gonna take no breaks.
Hey, dog, your Lambo newer, nigga, so you gotta put that shit in. Yours is gonna be good, brother. I got 2012, brother, so shit be. You know what I mean? That motherfucker might go out on that ride, brother.
Shit, it don't matter. You done put the money in there. You got the smoke, you got everything, bro. They don't understand. I watched the whole video.
Your warranty's still there though, brother. My shit ain't there no more, brother. It's all coming out like this now. If some shit go wrong with that bitch.
Yeah, they expensive.
Hell yeah.
That's why the shit. But when you cool with the dealership, you know they'll take care of you on a lot of shit. So you really ain't got too much to worry about. Shit, I just go by there, shoot a couple videos for them. Give me this oil change. That's basically what I done already. So I ain't worried about that shit.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, that's exactly what we need to see, man. We need to see. We got to see Tall Guy, CJ, TJ, obviously. You know what I'm saying? TJ, middle mentor, and Will Motivation, man. We need to see one huge collab with the Land Talk. You know what I'm saying? And with that
I got my Lamborghini is where he got his from.
Yeah. It did look familiar. I seen that dealership. It did look familiar.
That's one person. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a lot. There's a lot of black YouTubers that definitely deserve a lot more glory than they get, but Will Motivation is definitely one of them. Most definitely. That's my dog.
100%.
Yep. But he just took delivery of a new car today too. He took delivery of an Audi, I think, today.
Yeah, Audi. Yeah, he did get one.
Yeah, he took delivery of a new vehicle today. Man, I'll be checking out what's going on because shit, I might get some ideas and learn something. So I'm watching. You know, I don't gotta reach out and talk to nobody every day. I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? It's a mutual respect.
That's what I said to Modern Day Muscle too. Didn't I say that earlier?
Yeah.
I'm a watcher. I'm watching everything. So I don't think I ain't seen it. I see it all. I hear it all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
But I did watch your full video today, bro. I think I was riding to get my hair did, and I got the notification, and it said your Lamborghini Aventador, and I'm like, damn. And I looked and watched it, and I said, shit. He was so fucking hard, and that bitch was shooting the flames. You was hitting that gas. I'm like, man, I wish I had them shops around here because I like that shit. And that shit right there, like I said, you don't gotta say much, but that's motivation because I told Stunner when we went to get it, like, I should add this clip because when I first started doing the YouTube shit, I went to CJ crib. He had the white Aventador, and I was telling him like how this was my dream car in his garage, and I'm like, ain't no other nigga had this besides Tall Guy. So I'm like, man, them two motivated me, bro. I gotta step it up. And then CJ sent me this clip of 6ix9ine. I don't know if y'all seen the 6ix9ine had all his cars out, and he like, these all my cars they paid for. And he was talking shit.
Yeah.
He talked shit about the Huracan and the Urus, and he was like, all the rappers got these cars because they can't afford this. My doors go up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I gotta, if I can get to that next level, I'm finna do it. Shit, I've been grinding, so shit, the more you grind, the bigger them checks get. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it, man. Shout out to my brother Stunner. Like, you know, he rocked with me on for the whole thing, and he been a big support. So definitely appreciate you, bro. If you ain't here, he set me up. He's putting me in a position to make a lot of money. We got all these car shows, all these bookings. You know, Stunner really like my manager. I'll be like, bro, look, because I don't want to do no talking. Like, if the money ain't right, all that other extra bullshit, I ain't trying to hear it right now because I got one thing. I'm grinding, so I keep it 100 with him. Like, I don't want to hear it. Talk, Stunner, handle it. If they talking about the money, tell them cash at me half, and we'll be there on the day. What car they want me to bring? So that's how that go. Shit. Yeah, I don't want to do no. I don't want all that.
I feel like that's how Mr. Organic is for me too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cut the
I ain't
check,
doing all
bro.
that talking. I got my manager, and then I got Mr. Organic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this right here, man, this comment right here, because I ain't gonna lie, this video today, yeah, Mr. Organic, when y'all was outside, and you was trying to be, I guess politically correct. He was like, nah, man, it's about progression. He was like, man, fuck all that. Oh, God. That was hilarious.
Man.
That was hilarious, man. But you could just tell, man, like that's organically him. Like you're saying, man, he don't mean nothing by it. He don't mean nothing by it. He was like, man, fuck that. Yeah, man.
Just like that, man. He just is, man. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it may rub some people the wrong way. But the thing is, he don't feel war and there's no harm. It's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? I think the world would be a much better place if we just accepted people for who they are, not what we want them to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just accept people, if you don't like it, don't be around it, don't consume it, or whatever, but don't try to change somebody to be what they're not. You know what I'm saying? Just accept people for who they are. And if people did that, this world would be a much better place, for sure.
100%. Hey, one more time. Oh, big time shout out to Jarvis Eccles. 32 game, big brother. You and your family is in my prayers. And tall guy, keep doing your thing. Y'all motivate me to do better myself, bro, and get out there and grind stupid hard. It's always love from my end. You know what I'm saying? Big time shout out to Jarvis for that $20 super chat.
Jarvis.
Yes, sir.
Hey, real quick though, too, Jay, I'm gonna give y'all some inside giblets. So when it, my wife, brother, she got an herbs now. I got my vendor. Yeah. So when it started to get soon, I'm gonna say soon. Soon I'm planning on. So I might actually be around the way, brother, because I was thinking about coming to Minnesota, trailing the herbs with the Lambo, going down to Minnesota, man, going back to my old hood, my old stomping grounds, you know what I'm saying? And being back in there and doing something with the community, you know what I'm saying? And I got some, that's one of the things I was telling y'all, I got working kind of behind the scenes right now, where I'll be able to come back to the crib, get some shit cracking, bring the whips down there, and then maybe you could either meet me there, you know what I'm saying? Or
that ain't too far. That ain't too far. We can dually up and come down there. So tell Forgiato, it don't take that fucking long to polish. Send me my goddamn 30-inch dually wheels, man. Damn, bro. Man, bro. Tell them motherfuckers, send me my wheels.
Hey, brother, but when
this
I heard,
our
man,
money.
I heard they already packaged up. They ain't sent you a tracking number yet, man?
Hell no. Yeah. Tell them niggas send me my wheels. Matter of fact, tell them send me my Aventador wheels. You know I ordered them shits already too. But I got them raw. I'm just gonna have my paint man paint them. Exactly. Waiting for them, it'll be another 3 years. Shit, we'll have something else.
Hey man, I ain't got no comment, brother.
Hey man, send me my wheels, bro. I'm gonna be calling your ass like, hey man, I'm down here. Pull up in Forgiato.
Oh man,
I get on that CNC machine and make my own shit.
This ain't gonna get on and make his own shit. That's funny. Oh man,
hey, shit, but a program. You ever here, man? Hit me. You know what I'm saying?
You putting wheels on yours or no?
You said what, bro?
Or you gotta wait and see you putting wheels on there, or you staying stock?
I think I'm gonna stay stock, bro. I think the only way I would put wheels on there, because it was, I didn't like what that shit happened with my McLaren when that wheel popped off. You know what I'm saying? That ain't had nothing to do with Forgiato though. You know what I'm saying? Right. But still, I was like, now don't touch my goddamn wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that motherfucker could have fully came off and that could have been brutal. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now I'm kind of, ever since that moment, I'll be like, man, I don't know about fucking with my wheels at all in general. You know what I'm saying? So and then you're more refined with not dealing with that rubbing. You know how to do that shit. I don't like that rubbing shit, dog. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Make my shit feel raggedy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not with none of that shit. So it's like you know how to do all that shit, and then you got your own shop. So y'all be you. That's like how you said you wish there were shops here, or where you at to get the the spinning flame out of the Lambo. Like that's how I feel like with you with the rubbing. Like you could go right in there, shing this, ink, do that, like rubbing gone. So for me, I don't be. And then the tires, when you get those aftermarket tires, a lot of people don't say how hard that shit is to get the right fucking tires. You know what I'm saying? And then now, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't want super low profile. I want to be able to hit a speed bump if I actually don't see it with that dark ass windshield tint. and not blow out the whole goddamn axle. So it's like, I don't, man, bro, that shit come with a whole fucking set of hurdles, brother, that nobody ever talks about. You know what I'm saying?
You had a big problem with your red eye when it came to the wheels too.
I didn't like that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
The tires,
but I like
they
the way
gave
it
him them
looks.
fat ass
You know
tires
what
on
I'm
that
saying?
red eye.
CJ's cars, all them bitches look good. But he a mad magician with putting that shit together. And then he be doing full U-turns. I've been with him in his cars before when I linked up with him before. You could do a whole fucking U-turn in the bitches. It'll be nothing. They drive like a regular stock car. So no matter how it may look, that bitch drive flawlessly. So it's like mine wasn't like that. So it's like I don't like that shit. So I've had some. I don't like that. Nope. So now I just be like, man, leave my wheels alone. You know what I'm saying? But I do love $40 rims, and I would do it, and I was gonna do it had I got like a wide body put on my Vendor. But you know, wide bodies on the Vendors be like, if you go to Liberty Walk, this is like 60 racks.
I don't like them though.
I don't like the bolts.
I don't like the bolts. It's not a real wide body.
Yeah, I like it. If it had it with, I'd do it with the bolts if they want to market for a nigga. I'd do it if they gonna give me a free motherfucker. But if I had a choice and I'm paying 60 racks, I want the bolts gone. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like a project car. For a car person, they'll like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But for a person that's on some cool nigga shit, I want my shit to look cool and be car person too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people like that shit. Like, you know, them other guys, they love that shit. I'm trying to get into get into their crowd a little bit. Touch their fan base a little bit.
Yeah, I'd do it if they give me that Liberty Walk for free. I'd do that motherfucker. Shit, 60 racks on. God damn.
Everything for that car high as hell. Nothing's cheap.
I mean, you gotta understand the exhaust on my Aventador. That bitch is $34,000. I remember. Obviously, I got to feel this shit, but yeah, it's still some of this had to be exchanged. But if you're just a regular person and you want to just buy an Aventador exhaust, that shit's $34,000. No, if you got marketed for them, nothing like that, yeah, that shit's 34 racks.
CJ he cracked the bottom of his Aventador when he had it, and he cracked the carbon fiber $25,000 just for the front to get a new front piece put on there. Like, yeah.
The front lip splitter, huh?
Yeah, he cracked the carbon. He had some kind of carbon fiber kit on the front. It cracked $25,000.
See, and you crack carbon, you can't replace it. You just got to do the whole shit over. That shit, man, that shit ain't no joke. Because even in this, that's factual. It has to be because I was going to get a front lip splitter, so I'm still waiting on a few carbon fiber pieces for my air intakes, like around the air intakes in the front two under the headlights, and the front two under the tail lights. Those should be arriving any moment now. Hopefully, shit. Them shit been backed up forever because of fucking COVID. But the front lip splitter, the side skirts, and the diffuser, they want like I don't quote me on it, but I think it was like $27,000. They call it the Aero Kit. So it's like just for that. I think it includes the spoiler too, maybe. But either way it goes, like that's a bag for just a few little parts.
Yeah, fuck that. Shit, if they don't get my windshield in next week, I'm gonna be driving with a cracked windshield till that motherfucker come. Cause shit, I ain't gonna be paying on no card, and it's just sitting in a motherfucking garage. I'm going to get my shit.
Factuals.
Fuck that. Because
right now, like you said, you just jumped out the window to go do what you did. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that what you know and I know that a lot of people don't know is shit ain't always sweet. When you take your motherfuckers want to be entertained, but it takes a lot of leaps of faith to do this shit. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of videos. It takes motherfuckers watching that video from beginning to end. It takes motherfuckers not skipping the ads. It takes niggas buying the merch. It takes all this shit. You gotta have all these different things clicking on all cylinders to keep this motherfucking ship afloat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you damn right. I do it all the time. Let me have a day where I'm just slightly a goddamn little upset. I'm getting right in my Aventador, nigga. I'm just gonna drive till I feel better. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, and I always say this to my wife, is even if we fighting for our motherfucking life to keep that motherfucking ship afloat, the thing is though, I fought for my motherfucking life having nothing. I fought for my life having no food in my belly. I fought for my motherfucking life not having no money in my motherfucking pockets, not having no money on my books, not having a motherfucker coming to see me. None of that shit. I fought for my life doing that shit. At least if I fight for my life now, I fight for my motherfucking life with my wife driving a motherfucking Urus, with me got a Aventador with a TRX and a motherfucking Hellcat, man. My motherfucking dog sitting over there in motherfucking Malibu with 10 fucking cars, all the jewelry you could ever want it. All my brothers is fucking eating. Everybody got what they want. Everybody living good. So if I'm fighting my motherfucking life, I'm fighting my motherfucking life with everything cracking on all cylinders with me and all of my motherfucking people. Because at the end of the day, champ, it can always be worse. You see what I'm saying? So shit, is it ever really a motherfucking bad day? Hell no. Fighting my motherfucking life in a Lambo, motherfucker. Everybody relax. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man.
Come on, man.
I always get that, like, even when I got my Huracan and I stopped driving my C8, and everybody was like, "Oh, I like the C8," and I kind of feel like a lot of people were saying that shit, like, nigga, it's no comparing the two. I don't give a fuck what you think on looks. When you're behind that Lambo, it's a different level of respect you get. It's just a different level. You can't compare this C8 to this Lamborghini, because you can drive outside and you might see a couple C8s, but where I stay at 9 times out of 10, if you ain't downtown somewhere, Gold Coast area, you're not seeing no Lamborghini. You're not seeing no black street nigga in no Lamborghini, just out driving up and down the street. You know, it was just a different feeling getting that. Now I don't know how this one gonna feel because of everything I'm going through. I'm happy, but I don't know how to express it right now. I'm happy as hell, bro. Or I got a fucking Aventador now in 6 months. Yeah. So I mean, this bitch is bad, bro. It got the whole inside is all Alcantara everywhere. The whole inside just covered with Alcantara. Like it's everything, bro. And I told her I'm gonna be driving that, taking delivery. Y'all see next week when I post that Instagram picture. That means shit. If they ain't put that glass in there, I'm just taking my shit, bro. Like I need to be making money off that motherfucker right now. Shit, the goddamn car note done doubled down. I thought that Huracan was high.
Nice.
Shit. The insurance done doubled, the car note done doubled, and the goddamn down payment done doubled. Shit.
All the down payment goes to port. That's what kill you is that down payment, nigga.
Bro, you know what though? But I did pretty good because I had a lot of equity in from trading in the Huracan because I had to put down so much in the beginning when I got the Huracan. So I had a lot of equity left over from the buyout on the Huracan. So I end up putting 115 in cash plus 45,000 with the trade in. You know, my positive equity. I had 45K in positive equity because they gave me 205 and I only owed 165. So I ended up putting down like 165 on the Aventador, and it was 400.
Okay.
So I'm still good, you know. I still got equity in there, but you know, 2 days of grinding, take care of that shit, and that's how you got to look at it. When you're doing this shit, you just think like, I'm gonna pay that shit off promo. I'm gonna pay that shit off my OnlyFans. So basically, that's a free car I get to drive right now.
Right.
And now that I signed this deal, I'm really not thinking about that shit because the deal that I just signed, I'm going to be getting out of the money that I'm getting, I'm going to be getting 50% off revenue of not doing nothing. But I'm going to have to talk to y'all about that off camera. But I'm not doing shit but what I do every day. And everything else they're doing. They're just taking from my videos that's already posted, already made money off YouTube with, and they're going to be recutting them and redoing them. They're self-posting them on Facebook. They're paying. They got a $20,000 promotion. They're doing everything. So that's just free money right there. So that's why I said, like, a lot of people don't know how you got set up and planned in your life and the shit you got going on. There's so many ways to get money. I want to touch in everything. I'm not afraid. Mm-hmm. I'm not afraid to invest in me. I know I'm not gonna make a lot of money off having that Aventador, just like I didn't make a lot of money off the Huracan. It's the best moment's always when your first 3 videos or so, when you buy something that big, and you know, and then after that shit really is, you know, I'll get it for me, but I'm gonna make money off of it. But you're never gonna make $400,000 back off that investment. But you could be happy than a motherfucker. I'll be broke in that motherfucker, happy as hell.
But what though, bro? You get the biggest salute, you get the biggest respect because I've listened, brother. I've lived it, brother. You know it. I've had some conversations with you, brother. You know. So the thing is, though, is at the end of the day, what you did was for you. So it always is worth it when it's for you. And the best thing, like you said, you could do is invest in you. It's the best shit. You are better than the stock market, my nigga. That's you. You know what I'm saying? You are 100%. You own everything, all rights to you. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is a bigger or better investment than you, brother. So you got the right mindset, brother. That's why you always go first. That's why you always going to win, no doubt about it.
Yeah, man. See y'all at the top because we all going. I'm going. I'm definitely not stopping. Shit.
Only way to go is what, CJ?
Yeah, you already know. We going up, man. Up.
Motherfucking stop. It's chapter 7. Nigga can't stop, brother.
I can't stop even if I wanted to, you know? I like having shit, man. I like waking up knowing, like, if I don't want this motherfucker, guess what? I'm finna grind this month. I know when that 21st hit, like, shit, I'm finna go get this shit I want. Like, it's a good-ass feeling. It's a good feeling, bro. When you could buy anything you want. And legit, can't nobody tell you shit. Can't nobody take shit. You can go to sleep at night knowing that you worked your ass off and got it. It's just a whole around better feeling. If my family or somebody need me, I know I got it. And man, it's just there ain't no better feeling than that, bro. Knowing you worked hard and you got a nice positive income coming in.
100%. Factual.
100% facts.
Yep.
Hey, well, fellas, man, this is a great conversation. I hate to cut y'all off, but man, hey, we want to make some revenue.
Lamb talk, man. You know.
Hey, listen, we want to make some revenue.
You know.
I feel you. I feel you.
Hey,
I feel you, but I want to make sure we make some revenue off this video too, because you know, say that playback, people see 3 hours, they'll be like, man, hell no.
That watch time minutes is where you gonna make the money. Fuck the views.
Yeah, you're right though.
It's the view duration.
100%.
Shit, I make 45, 50-minute videos every day. I'm about to turn the motherfuckers to hour 20, hour 30. Shit, I'm gonna double my revenue. I'm a YouTuber. I know how to talk to the camera. He's a YouTuber. He know how to talk to the cameras. When him and Mr. Organic together, they can run that shit up. You feed off. When me and Stunner together, you feed off each other. Next thing you know, you lost in a conversation. You got 40, 45 minutes. When you a talker and you know the game, you can talk to anybody and start that conversation. Of course, they're not gonna watch an hour fucking video, but they're gonna. If you put up a 20-minute, 10-minute video, you're not making money. I've had videos that got 200,000 views. The watch duration was low, and videos with 40,000 views with 25 minutes of watch time duration make double that video with 200K views. And I always tell people this. I don't try to hide nothing. I don't care. There ain't no secret shit. I put people on game. You need to know that. The longer the video, the more money you gonna make. Period. You make them short ass videos. You not drag it out. I don't give a fuck what you got to do. If you got to continue that motherfucker to the next day, double that shit, because you losing money. Like, you shot 25 minutes when you making 300 a video when you could have made 800 or 900 a video. You know, shit. My goal is to make between 2,000 and 2,500 every single day off YouTube. If I don't do that, then when you feel your channel slipping, it's time to pull a head out the trick. Some call it clickbait, but it don't even fucking matter. It's time to pull that video that's gonna bring the views back up. Tall guys time, man. Go out there and get your ass pulled over. You know what time it is.
That's another reason why I probably shouldn't drive over there to your ass anyway, because I probably fuck around and get pulled over, nigga. Hey, but you know what's funny though? It's crazy because you gonna get paid, but I don't know if sometimes all money ain't good money, brother. But you know what's funny is, nigga, I'm not even lying to you. My wife know it. Y'all say that nobody might want to tune in, nigga, but this video 3 hours. I live for interviews and podcasts that are that long. I'll sit right there. My wife know it. I'll sit right there for 3-4 hours straight, podcast, interview, watch everything. Because even though I might only, because there might be only like 1 or 2 minutes out of a whole 2-hour interview that might stick with me and retain with me. But in the life that we live in, entrepreneurs and this bullshit, I need them 1-2 minutes to stick up here. I need whatever I can get to grasp and hold on to to get to where I got to go. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck if I got to sit for somewhere and watch it for 3 hours like this. I'm watching to learn. I'm locked in like this. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And some shit might stick, some shit might not. But I'm gonna watch it. Some of that shit gonna go in one end out the other. But there's the shit that's meant to stick, God gonna make sure it stick. So for a motherfucker that's watching y'all, if they fuck with me or CJ, or they fuck with y'all, they gonna watch that 3-hour video if they smart. If they trying to be on some ball shit, they trying to do some real productive shit and really create the motherfucking bag and get to that generational wealth like we trying to do.
That's 100% facts. 100% facts. Hey, Sway. Hey, Sway, get out the comment section.
I think it's media.
Hey, Sway, money man, get out the comment section. Hit our DMs back. We hit you up too. I'm gonna let you know.
He didn't see me right there sitting there watching dumb long ass interviews. He's like, man, how you watch that shit? Right. Man, listen, I'm here to learn, champ. I want to get to it. We're gonna figure out something. You know what I'm saying? Shit, me, because I tell him, nigga, if I go down, you going down too, nigga. Shit, we together.
That's 100%. And at the end of the day, man, look, man, people, I ain't gonna lie, man, we had a steady amount of people, watching this tonight, man. And if they didn't learn something tonight, it's just not meant to be. Because,
listen, if y'all didn't learn nothing tonight, make sure y'all subscribe to my OnlyFans, and you can learn all the shit I just do in this podcast for a low fee. Okay.
You're right.
Hey, CJ.
Once y'all go to CJ OnlyFans and y'all go over there and pay that brand, make sure you go to TalkGuyCurves.com and go get that new motherfucking merch.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Go on and check me out, man.
Hey, CJ, I'm gonna have to charge you for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you an invoice. I'm gonna send you an invoice for plugging your OnlyFans up.
I'm gonna charge you too. You want me to promote Free Smoke? I'm gonna send the 32 gang here. Cash at me $100. I'm gonna do a promo on Instagram. Tall guy, you want me to send them the tall guy merch? Don't send me that $100. I'm gonna add the swipe up. Send them to that merch.
Oh man.
Hey, the grind don't stop, man. We gotta support each other, right?
Hey, what you think the G stand for, brother? 100%. Grind squad, nigga. We can't stop grinding, brother. It's the grind squad, brother. We keep it in G and we don't stop grinding, nigga. The G squizzle, nigga. Let's get it.
Man, 100, man. Hey, man, again, man, we greatly appreciate y'all coming. Hey, before we get out of here, though, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we still got a good amount of people in here. Yo, Tall Guy, I'm gonna send it to Tall Guy first, and then CJ, man. You know what I'm saying? What? Before we get out of here, man, any last words for all the people? I know you guys got last words, man, because y'all definitely got them up there. So, you know what I'm saying? What's the last words, man, for the people out there, man, that's watching right now?
Go ahead and get them, see?
Last words, man. I don't know. I got so much, man. We could be into another hour. It's really no ending. There's no last
Go
word.
ahead.
Just
go ahead, CJ.
Just stick to your grind and believe in yourself. That's the only thing I can really say, man. Never give up. Never give up on you. Stop paying so much attention to social. A lot of people get lost in social media, worried about what other people doing, that they can't focus on their own life, man. You gotta focus on yourself first, man. That's all I can really say. You gotta focus on you. Happiness start within yourself. You know, you can't make nobody else happy if you ain't happy.
That's right. I kind of
one more thing. That's right, man. If you want to have some more of these conversations, go ahead and subscribe to my OnlyFans, man. You can message me all day. We can conversate, talk about a few things. So, yeah. Grind don't stop, man. Gotta grind. Gotta play yourself.
As long as you're not in there, hey, I remember the first thing, man, when you did that OnlyFans, I remember people was like, yo, hold up, man, CJ, you ain't even get naked, are you? You know what I'm saying? You know, on the pole and shit.
Got that, a lot of people don't know that OnlyFans was started to do exactly what I'm doing on there. The women took it over and made it what it is, but it was made to do exactly what I'm doing on there. There's people that make millions off of that. So why not? You know? It's about risk, taking risk. It's paying off. Shit, that OnlyFans gonna pay a car note a month right now, and I just got started. So, you know, shit. If you want to elevate, you gonna touch everything that's making the bag. Shit, you can't be scared. You just got to do it.
Facts. Free Smoke OnlyFans coming soon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But don't start stripping though. I don't know how much money you want.
You won't catch me on that shit like that.
Yeah.
You won't catch me on that shit like that. Nah.
I could just see
Hell
CJ
no.
on that OnlyFans with that baby oil, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
I don't even show me on there. I'm more showing people how to do shit, like what apps to use, what cameras to buy, how to make thumbnails, just step by step guy shit. Like I ain't on there trying to talk about me. You know, I do more talking in the messages, like in the inbox. I think a lot of people subscribe just to talk to me, just to tell me about their life and have conversations. You know, just the network would be on a whole nother level that they can't reach me at. But I appreciate them because they subscribe to a service from me. So of course I'm gonna respond back. But hey man, any of that other shit, if you ain't talking about the money, go on and hit my my low key manager Stunner Reese up and he'll book it because I ain't talking. I ain't talking. I'm on a mission, bro. As anybody should be, right? I ain't wrong. Everybody should be. It's a price tag on everything. Shit. This conversation gonna cost you a little bit.
Yeah.
Not y'all, people I fuck with. I'm just saying, we got thousands of people following us. If we stopped and talked to everybody, we can't do it. So if you really want to talk to me, you're gonna pay for I'm providing a service, pretty much.
Yeah, and like I said, time is money. You know what I'm saying? Period. Time
Definitely,
is money.
especially when you grinding like that. I grind every day. I don't got time to just be answering. I appreciate you. Don't get it twisted. Like I definitely appreciate it, but there ain't no way. I'm working so many social medias. I got a Facebook business page with over 60,000 people. My regular Facebook with like 60,000 people. Instagram 500,000. YouTube is just too much.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you over there fighting for your motherfucking life every day, dog. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker, you done fought for your life every step of the way to get to the point where you're at right now. So it's like if a motherfucker is coming up, like it goes for anybody. Like if a motherfucker coming up and CJ, like right now, like even with me with y'all, like I didn't charge y'all, right? I seen some of y'all doing. I see how y'all spoke positively. I seen what y'all did with CI. I seen what y'all did with my dog, Mr. Organic. I seen what y'all did with my brother, Life of Jeremy Barrett. I seen everything you're doing. I watched for a long time. Now I sit back and say, there's some solid motherfuckers. Nobody can move this long without showing their true hand. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Then I see y'all doing something. Then y'all bring something to the table. Let me go ahead and let me extend the olive branch. Let me extend the hand. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, then if that happens organically. You know what I'm saying? But what CJ's talking about, this motherfucker that fought for his life and everybody up to this point to get here, me, my dog, Mr. Organic, Omi, CJ, Stunner, everybody. They got to the point, and the next you know, somebody come along and they sit there and they want CJ time, they want my time, they want y'all time, they want Organic time. No, listen, we came in the game, we fought for our motherfucking life to get here. You know what I'm saying? So to sit there, that's disrespectful to come up to a nigga and not let it happen. And now if it happens organically, let it be that. You know what I'm saying? But it's disrespectful to come to a motherfucker who didn't fought for his life every step of the way to get here, and then you talking about you want a motherfucking handout. You see what I'm saying? Don't work like that, champ. Now, if something happens organically, it's pure. Like CJ said, it's all love and appreciation for sure. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers keeping lights on and bills and taking care of a whole squad in the team. You know what I'm saying? That don't come at no cheap cost. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers fight for their life. So if you ain't going to jump in this motherfucker and fight with me, then you got to support this motherfucking campaign and help me fight this motherfucking shit. If not, let it happen how it's going to happen. And when it happens, it'll happen. But don't try to force the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the worst shit when they try to force the issue. Like, don't try to force the issue, bro. Like, I hate when people come around me. I see through that shit, bro. It just be so many people that try to come around you and try to get in there and try to use you and shit. Like, it don't work like that, bro. I ain't no friendly nigga. Like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm humble and I help people, but you just don't think you finna come out of nowhere and we finna network and blog, nigga. You about to pay or you about to get the fuck from around me. Like,
yo, I go through that a lot in the in the graphic design industry because they know the work I do and stuff like that, so they try to get me to design stuff for free and stuff like that. And it's like, nah, bro, like I need to function too, so you need to help me function by paying me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I totally get what y'all are saying. Like,
yeah, if you serious about yourself and investing in yourself, shit, you gonna pay that money.
Exactly.
Everybody wants some shit for free, bro. We didn't get here for free. A lot of people always tell me, hey, you know what? I had a dude that kept bothering me, and he gonna say, shit, you bogus. Now you charging for advice. CJ so cool helped you get here. No, nigga, some of that shit that CJ done for me, I paid for that shit, nigga. He just didn't do that shit for free. That nigga was gonna give me fucking 80,000 on a car. I said, no, you know what? Keep 30,000, do this giveaway and help me get here. I don't even got that graphidemic no more. I don't even got them kids on my channel no more. My shit is from that 7 to 13 or wherever it is. That shit like 3% when I look at my shit. I got older people, bro. Like, so it wasn't even worth it at the end of the day, too. That shit wasn't even worth it. Because I don't do kid content. A lot of kids, they ain't interested in no fucking cars. You know, that's teenagers and up. So like, ain't nobody give me shit for free. And even if they did, I appreciate it. You know, I give my respect to him because he did open that door for me. But at the same time, ain't no motherfucker holding my camera, getting up every day, grinding, editing, doing nothing for me. I'm doing all that shit. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back. People got to stop.
I hear that.
Go ahead, talk.
Go ahead, see.
No, I was just saying, people just always want some shit for free and then get mad at you because you put a price on it. You can't even go to your mans and ask them for nothing for free. So what you think you can come to me just because you see I'm humble that you can get something for free? I don't connect with everybody. I'm not meant to connect and be around everybody. It don't work like that. Like, you get a million people up, like, you haven't put no work in, so what makes you think you deserve to, you know, be right here vlogging with me, doing what we doing? Like, you got to put some work in first and let it happen naturally. Like Organic said, Tall Guy, never push yourself on a person. But if you paying, then it's a different story. Then we can, you know, I'll be more interested. But just let it flow. If we had a car show or something, man, I'd never say, I'm going to charge you to vlog. No, let's vlog. Give me your camera. I'm going to vlog on your camera and help get on my vlog. But just don't come up, inbox me like, man, I need to come to the shop and vlog your cars. Man, bro, I got people that just literally say that and do that. And it's like, nigga, who fuck you? Basically. Like, who the fuck is you? Like, it's a certain level to shit, you know, and people don't got no shame, bro. People act money, everything all day. Like, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't owe no shit. I'm thankful for everything, but at the end of the day, I don't owe you shit.
And you know what y'all touched on, and speaking with CJ talking about too, is y'all touched on a lot with an interview. Sat there and watched the whole interview you did with my dog Tony, the owner of Reflections Detail. I watched the whole shit. He was talking about
you watched?
Yeah, come on, man. I told you I'm a first nigga. I be watching, champ. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean? I'm always, you know, seeing how motherfuckers is moving and operating. But what CJ talking about as far as everything and motherfuckers expecting shit and you going out there and get it, but a motherfucker expecting something from you, it's like, but I'll be wrong if I don't get it. You see what I'm saying? I know me and Tony have conversations like that all the time. It just made me think about that in that interview that y'all did with them too. So shout out to y'all for doing that with him too and giving my dog his glory.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For sure, man. And, you know, that's what we try to do here, man. We try to, you know what I'm saying? I'm obviously, you know, there's a lot of people, like, for instance, you and CJ and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we appreciate y'all coming on here, because y'all don't need us, you know what I'm saying, per se, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys got your wave. But you know, but it's for anybody, right? Like, we want people to come on here, man, and be able to, even for people like y'all that, you know what I'm saying, y'all got your wave already, man. Y'all got your people, y'all supporters. Y'all strong supporters, man, but at the same time, we want people to understand what's going on behind that. You know what I'm saying? So even like Reflections Details, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, yeah, everybody knows Reflection Details from Tall Guy Car Reviews, right? Or at least that's what, you know, you put them on a bigger map. But now we wanted to know even before Tall Guy, yo, like, what was y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the inspiration to come up? You know, how'd you guys start? This, that, and the third. Like, we wanted to understand that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, you know, we seen when Tall Guy came on the scene. Now we seen how it elevated, but what, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk about before that as well. So no, definitely, man. So
no, my bad. I didn't mean to rush you, but yeah, he deserved that, man. So I appreciate y'all doing that for him. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the realest motherfuckers I've met too. He's a stand-up, solid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely see that. Him and his wife, man. Shout out to them and the team.
Yeah, shout out
you know
to
what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I ain't even gonna lie. You know, speaking of which, man, like I said, I ain't even gonna lie. We took something that he said in that interview. I ain't even gonna lie. Something that he put in that interview that he said to us, as far as how he runs his business, we gonna implement that here at Free Smoke. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, yo, that was some real shit. So, like I said, man, you can learn from everybody. You can learn from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even gotta be in the same field as you. know what I'm saying? But something that they doing, you'll be like, yo, that could work here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we definitely gonna implement that as well, man. So
y'all definitely ain't gonna lose. And just touch back on what you said a little bit ago about like CJ having his way, me having my way. You know, the thing is y'all got y'all's too. You see what I'm saying? So this is like one of the things that CJ was just talking about. The thing that I was just talking about previously too is that y'all bringing something to the table. Y'all open up your own lane. You see what I'm saying? Y'all black. Y'all talking. Y'all not on this motherfucker being toxic. You know, you talking positivity. You building a platform doing it. You got CJ on that motherfucker first. If he didn't think you all was that, he wouldn't have did that. You see what I'm saying? And then guess what? It's gonna be a trifecta of other people. You see what I'm saying? And then now ultimately I'm on here, right? So it's like you can do the right things and be solid motherfuckers and stand up people. It might be a slow growth, but it's gonna be growth nonetheless. And that's the best kind of growth because that's the growth that lasts eternity. You see what I'm saying? Not the shit where you're trying to expedite some shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have people, whether it's your cousin, your mama, 1, 2, 3 other people that's sitting there watching CJ now because of y'all. Y'all invited us to y'all platform. You see what I'm saying? So it's no big me's and little U's. Everybody's even around this motherfucker as long as everybody got something that they bring to the table and contributing. Doesn't matter as long as we all eating. Y'all eating, we eating. Like CJ said earlier in the conversation, it don't matter if y'all bring one people our way. That's progression. I take it. You know what I'm saying? Slight progression is better than no progression.
100%.
So
I say the same thing, man.
Having me.
I say the same thing, man. Even when it comes down to just like our regular channel, you know what I'm saying? Some people get mad. This is for everybody, man. That's obviously, YouTubers. A lot of people trying to do YouTube right now, man. But some people want to grow. Like they feel like if they don't grow super fast, like they failing. Nah, man. If you get 1 subscriber that you had yesterday, you win it. If you got one more person that subscribed today that said, hey, man, I like what that person's doing on their channel, you win it. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
People get lost in subscribers, bro. Subscribers don't mean shit. I got 565,000 subscribers, and I stay between 50 to 70,000. I'll take 100K views over 500K subscribers any day. Give me 100 subscribers that's gonna watch my videos, 100K every single day. Like you get so subscribers don't mean shit. It's about who's tuned in, who's watching them videos. That's just the number. It makes it look good because it makes people like, why do we got so many subscribers? But at the end of the day, shit, that's not even 50% of the people watching your video that subscribe to your channel. And they're there. It's a fine line because they're there. Post a video of something negative or bad happening to you. It's amazing how all them subscribers tune in. But when you the positive motherfucker on this earth and you trying to do right, they don't watch that shit, bro. When I was just down there with CJ So Cool and all that negative shit, 200K, 300K, every single video. Come back home, get to some positive shit, right back down to, what it was. So subscriber count don't mean nothing if they ain't watching. If you got use him for example, almost 9 million. Some videos he get 500,000. Some videos he get 1 million. Where the fuck is his other 7 million subscribers? That shit right there is totally impossible. Where the hell is his 7? You mean to tell me you got almost 9 million subscribers and only 500 to 1 million is watching, bro? That's like fucking ridiculous. There is no way. But you post something bad and you getting 2 and 3 million views. So I kind of feel like part of it's YouTube and part of it people watching, pick and choose what they want to watch.
Well, hey, I got something. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you guys are on here, man, because CJ, I kind of talked to you about this a few months ago. I got something up here, man, that I think might fix something like that. So Tall Guy might have to get with you offline, man. CJ, we're gonna talk. But I got something, man, for real, that I think is gonna work. And at the end of the day, you're not saying, not trying to spill too much here, but at the end of the day, man, like you said, like you're alluding to, there's no way. So for instance, you know what I'm saying, or even Tall Guy, like y'all got 500,000, 900,000 subscribers, and you're getting 100,000 views. Like, where's the other 800,000 people? There's no way that 800,000 people is choosing not to watch your video. You know what I'm saying? So something to do. There's too many variables with YouTube, and at the end of the day, people. But right now, it's like, well, that's the platform we got, so that's what we're gonna get. Well, why don't we do something that's gonna rival that? And that's all I'm gonna say on that. When I say, and I said this a couple of times, even on my own channel, you know what I'm saying? It's time for us to to own our own land. Like right now, we build like on YouTube, we building a house and we don't own the land.
We renting
At
that
any time,
motherfucker.
at any time, YouTube could be like, "Hey man, tall guy, your channel's gone." Then what you gonna do? CJ,
No.
we appreciate it, but you had one too many strikes for whatever reason, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for us to build our own house on our own land. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm gonna get with y'all offline, man, because I'm definitely gonna pull all that stuff together and put all the legal stuff together. Remember, CJ, I talked to you about that. That's still in the works. When all that comes to fruition, man, we definitely want to get up and you know what I'm saying, do something big, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that.
But I'll say, yo, real quick, you know, before we get off, you know, tall guy offline, listening for sure. I think we can, you know, collab on some stuff. You know, I think I can make you some stuff, man.
Okay, let's holler. Let's chop it up.
Or
I'll send y'all my number when y'all think. Y'all text me.
all right.
All right,
All right, man. Hey, tall guy. Hey, so we had CJ say his last words, man. Tall guy, what's your last words, man, before we get out of here for the people that still in here watching?
Man, I think just follow Free Smoke, man. Watch this whole man, we went through, and we ain't even got to say no words, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything was spoken upon in this whole joint, and nothing was missed. T's was crossed and I's was dotted, man. Believe in yourself, go hard as fuck, be consistent, be relentless, and don't give a fuck about how people feel. Don't give a fuck about how you feel. Just go out there and get it the fuck done, man. And at the end of the day, none of that shit's gonna matter when you cross that finish line, man. You know what I mean?
100%, man.
Or
Hey, one more time, man. We greatly appreciate y'all for coming on here, man. Like I said, we know y'all didn't have to do it. We, you know, just we say this to everybody. We greatly, you know, it's appreciated for anybody to come on this platform, especially people of y'all's caliber, to come on here, man, and spend the time with us, a couple hours. We greatly appreciate it. We do not take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like my guy Raj always says, y'all could be anywhere, y'all could be doing anything, y'all could be anywhere in the world. But y'all here with us. And again, we greatly appreciate that. Yo, talk guy, is Jasmine still around? I don't know if she's still around.
Right here.
She been there the whole time?
I'm supporter.
Hey, you guys.
How you doing,
I'll say
Jasmine?
she wants to come in the camera. She wants to come in the camera and say hey again.
Come on, baby, come here. Hey, you know, I fuck with y'all, man. So if y'all want to do something, I told Jazz, man, if y'all want to do something, I seen how much y'all support the campaign. You know, me and Jazz get on here, and I got to give my baby her glory. She's something special, and she deserves her glory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll definitely do something like that, man. But Jasmine, I wanted to say real quick, that's why I asked if you were still in the room, because you know, we're saying it to a tall guy, you know, congratulations, man. But I also want to tell you congratulations. You know what I'm saying, for finding your knight in shining armor in that gym, you know what I'm saying, and taking that leap of faith and hitting them DMs, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta take the shots. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you only miss the shots that you don't take. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss those 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, but big time congratulations to you as well, to both of you guys. We can't wait to see, you know what I'm saying, this grow into something, you know, I mean, it is already something special, but obviously, you know, we're here waiting for it to grow into something astronomical and, you know, bringing the little buried kids into the equation and everything else. And like I said, man, we just can't wait to see all of that. Hey, tall guy said it himself. I'm just saying what he said. You know what I'm saying? I'm just.
I didn't say anything.
I've been trying to have my seeds for the. Come on, man. Don't get me to talking like that on the camera, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's so fine, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, a nigga blessed. Hey, CJ, my baby giving up lamb talk too, brother. We have lamb talk daily, brother.
Big lamb talk. Big lamb talk over there. Hey, I told him when we had the conversation, I said, bro, she got you glowing, man. He's genuinely happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy for that.
Exactly.
He's happy.
He got me glowing too. So
yeah, buddy.
And
well, I
that's what it's
appreciate
about,
y'all, man. Straight up. And if y'all want, we can get on here. We'll chop it up off camera and we'll figure out a date.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Man. So we about to end it here. Like I said, we could. So when I end it here, man, it's gonna come back and we could be backstage real quick, or you know, offline. We could get with something. We could you know, set off a date for it. But anyway, man, other than that, yo, I greatly appreciate everybody for coming in, man. All the people that rocked out with us. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, wherever you at. Again, man. We not only do we appreciate, you know, our guests that come on, but we appreciate all the people that rock with it and watch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This our live shows. You know what I'm saying? We greatly appreciate y'all, because again, you know, we could have, you know, all the guests in the world, but if you guys don't watch it, you guys don't watch it. So we understand that as well, And we appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. Don't forget that every single day we put out a video, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, that we do automotive news for the culture. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out as well. And again, man, appreciate Tall Guy, man, Jasmine, you know what I'm saying, CJ on 32s for coming through. Hey, somebody get Omi on the line and tell them that, we're trying to hit him up as well. You know what I'm saying? somebody do that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But yo, yeah, man. But we just want to, we just want to give everybody I know it's cliche to say right now, but we literally want to give everybody their flowers, man, and let people understand that we see what y'all doing, man. We appreciate what y'all doing. It's a motivation, inspiration. Like I told you earlier, Tall Guy, let it sink in. Like I know you're trying to be humble, but let it sink in, man. You are hands down 90 to 95%, responsible for an entire genre on YouTube. Like you cut that and people followed your lead. You know what I'm saying? So you are solely responsible for that. Well, you and Mr. Organic, you know what I'm saying? But but definitely, man, Tall Guy Car Reviews took that, ran with it, and people literally are following what you're doing. So you know what I'm saying? Take that and soak that in, man. CJ obviously.
Last time I talked to CJ on the phone, man, he wouldn't stop saying it. So even if y'all he wouldn't stop saying it.
Hey, cause we gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? As much as you don't want to hear it, and you be like, nah, man, I'm just a regular dude. Nah, man. It is what it is. It's the facts. It's the facts. And the facts need to be spoken. Period. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And obviously CJ taking and running with it, man, and taking that torch, man, and running right along with you and taking that even further. You know what I'm saying? So big time shout out to you guys, man, because you guys, both of y'all, inspiration, motivation, you know what I'm saying? All of that good stuff, man, that people need on the daily. And they you know what I'm saying, they take that and they soak it in. So as much as you guys maybe one day don't want to do it, just think about that, man. There's people that literally watch my videos, you know what I'm saying, for to get through the day. So, you know what I'm saying, simple as that, man. So anyway, man, that's all I want to say, man. Appreciate everybody rocking out with us one more time. Stay tuned for Tall Guy Car Reviews and, well, I should say Love and Slim, actually, right? Because then it'll be a whole unit. Yeah. So stay tuned for Love and Slim. You know what I'm saying? Sometime here soon, man. They definitely gonna be back on the channel, man. We greatly appreciate y'all. And like I always say, man, big time bless up to everyone out there. Big time salute and shout out to the Free Smoke Squad. If you don't know, you are watching Free Smoke, and we do this for the culture. We out of here. One more time, Tall Guy, CJ, salute to y'all brothers, man.
Salute to y'all, man.
Holla, man.